Okay, actually, I need to bring that up. I forgot about that shit. Let's go ahead and put that over here. It didn't update my title. You gotta be fucking shitting me, bro. I just got fucking screwed over by YouTube. That was not my fucking headline. What the fuck, man? Stupid ass fucking company. This is all wrong. What the hell, man? Okay, so we have. Okay, so we got those over there. Let's go ahead and get that set up. That will be my details. What games do we want to highlight? I can't believe they didn't do my shit right at the beginning. This makes me mad. It literally set me up like a Mario Kart stream. It's like, what the hell, man? Where is my game to select? No, we're not gonna do that. Okay. So just in case if we need something put up, we can put that on. And everybody's just joining. What's going on, y'all? All right. I need to find something to talk about till we get that started. So if y'all want to start off with some questions, go ahead so we can get this started. All right, let's put this tab over here. Okay, we definitely got some news today. I had to make sure to wake up a little bit early. Yeah, there's too many comments to reply to at the moment. We'll do that for now until they get up in there. Do they have like any press pre-release going on? We get something going because that background is kind of boring. All right. Let's see if Microsoft has something going on in the background. Okay, game showcase. Is there any like pre-show? Okay, it's 1 hour long, followed by a 30 to 45-minute direct for Outer Worlds 2. Okay. Microsoft is third party, so 100% multi-platform fans still think this brand is alive. The Xbox brand is fine. It's just that the console is not something that they're going to focus on anymore. Getting ready for PlayStation logos all over the place. I mean, honestly, I don't have a problem with that because Microsoft's kind of just letting people know it's coming there anyways. You know how Sony like will announce a game on their showcase, but it says PlayStation only, but really it may be coming to Xbox, PC, and you know, maybe Switch 2 now. I mean, they're just kind of being transparent about it. That's the way I kind of see it. But yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I expect to see some games announced probably for the Switch 2, some games definitely announced for PlayStation. I expect probably Gears to be announced for all. It's probably why they're waiting. Same thing with Halo. I don't know if they're going to announce Halo this year. They don't necessarily have to. So, all right, let me see if I could sync this with just that background. Oh, I could if I'm just reading stuff over here. Okay, cool. But yeah, you know what? I could probably say Starfield is going to be there. Oh, I didn't reply yet. Let's see what you got to say. How the hell do you turn off these ads? Why is it giving ads? I don't remember. Damn, no, let me turn it off without monetization. Screw you, YouTube. There should be a way to do this. Okay. Mario Kart 1 is the best soundtrack ever, I swear. That's nice background music to have while we're waiting. So you don't have to sit here. I'm gonna contact some people to come up in here, as I know they want to be a part of this and get some questions going. Okay. Just waiting to get more people up in there and get some questions going. I guess we'll get some type of gameplay going. We'll just do some free roam till we get some people up in here. But overall, I remember what Aaron Greenberg said yesterday, though, that lower your expectations a little bit because they kind of been going off. And I'm like, I still expect them to have a better show than Sony. What's going on, Terry? Welcome. As soon as we get any type of footage on the Xbox Showcase page, y'all, we'll switch over to that. We're just trying to get something going on here so we don't just be looking at the screen. But if we want to get some Q&As going, let's get it going. I'm just kind of in free roam, messing around, waiting on more people to join. Are you guys excited? I can't wait to stomp some ponies on Gears of War. I am looking forward to that. I want to get some gameplay. Give me a beta or something. But no, everybody just join, whether you're on PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, PC, doesn't matter. We all game over here. All platforms are good. We just be smashing fanboys. Other than that, you know, we own everything over here. Okay. Oh, you know what? I need this. I also want to see Microsoft show off Everwild. I mean, I haven't seen that in a while. I'm a fan of Rare, so. I want to see some gameplay of that. I'm not making that, damn it. Oh, we're gonna have to retry this. All right, we got an hour and 20 minutes till the show. What's going on, Syrup? Welcome, brother. Hell yeah, bro. Oh, no, y'all did not! You want Final Fantasy 7 and 16 and you're a happy man? Honestly, I think Final Fantasy 7 is going to probably be announced. 16, I'm not sure. It is coming, though, because I read the reports and Square said that they were just trying to prioritize the Switch for more profit, but the Xbox contract is still in play. So, yeah, I think that that could be a very plausible announcement. Final Fantasy 16 as well. They're both coming, so don't think that Square's not going to do it. I can guarantee you they're on the way. If I was Microsoft, I'd try to get 7, the basic one, remake on Game Pass. I think that that would be huge. I mean, because at this point, you might as well. Nah, that's not enough. Never mind, we can do this. That jump's not worth it. There we go. But yeah, I expect Final Fantasy VII Remake, Final Fantasy Rebirth, and even the third one to come to Xbox eventually. Square said they're done with exclusivity. Sony cost them too much money. So I don't see Square doing any more exclusive deals with Sony. This doesn't make any sense when they're not making the money they want to make. Damn it, I need that. I'm hearing that they made gameplay for State of Decay 3. I hope it's true. Same. Yeah, State of Decay 3 looks like it could be really good. I mean, I think that game could be a huge game if they do the right things. Like, it could be a phenomenon. They could have blown up on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. And even if they want to put it on the Switch or whatever. I like State of Decay 2. I think they could do a lot of good things for Part 3. Undead Labs has a lot of talent. It just have kind of been silent. That's about it, though. But I have my eyes on that game for sure. Also, I want to know what the hell is going on with that Perfect Dark game. Did they make any progress on that? We still got a lot of games. We got that. I want to see some gameplay of Blade. I don't know if they're going to show it though, because I think Microsoft needs to show kind of like they have some type of Marvel IP too. Because Sony has gotten too many damn Marvel IPs, man. We need Microsoft to get some, just to kind of even the playing field a bit. State of Decay 2 came a long way from Doom 1. Perfect Dark release later this year. What the hell's going on here? That would be crazy because Microsoft already has the huge lineup. They were Shadow Drop, Sunset Overdrive on all platforms. Man, I love that game. That game was so fun. That was the closest game I probably had to Jet Grind Radio or Jet Set Radio. I remember when I first played that on Xbox, I was like, oh my god, it's been a while since I had a game like this. Insomniac always makes good games. Their games are fun. Wait, this must be on the edge of a map. It is. Okay. A remastered version of Sunset Overdrive? Honestly, that could be good. Or do a remake or something, I mean, because... Nah, yeah, remaster would probably be better, to be honest with you. But yeah, I mean, we could expect Starfield to get announced for PlayStation and other platforms. I think it was smart for Microsoft to do this showcase after Nintendo had announced their console so that they could get some announcements for them as well, too. I think we're done with this part. Okay, I definitely need that. Oh my god, almost had him. Okay, let's see, what do we have? We got 15,177 people up in here. Not too bad. Dislikes for what? It didn't even came out yet. Okay, the Outer Worlds 2 will be after that. I hope that's good, honestly. That's another game I hope that they take to the next level. I think the main team is probably working on Outer Worlds. What's going on, Ray? Welcome, bro. Nah, bro. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people. I want to see, like I said, I want to see a Gears of War beta announced for PlayStation and Xbox and PC. That would be nice. Even though I'm rusty and haven't played that game in years, but still. I'm gonna wall bouncing, curb stomp some PlayStation fanboys to sit on Twitter all day. How is he on YouTube? He must be on the other one. Marvel Blade? I was just talking about Blade. I trust Arcane to knock that out the park. I mean, it kind of fits their style. When you think about the way they do Dishonored and a couple other games, I'm like, yeah, you guys could definitely do Blade. And y'all knock it out the park. What I would like to Microsoft also to do is get Rare to make another Killer Instinct, put that on the Switch as well. Hell, I mean, put that on all consoles so they can have their own fighting game going again. Killer Instinct is a really good fighting game. I used to play it so much back then on Super Nintendo 64. I like that Killer Instinct on Xbox One as well. But I don't know if they're going to have that because I know they're working on Everwild. Aw, damn, that's not going to work. Damn it. How much did I pay for Switch 2? I didn't pay anything, honestly. I traded in some stuff I didn't need. So, I got the Mario Kart bundle. So, I paid like $50 for this game. I wasn't going to pay $80 for it. I went to GameStop and camped. I don't never really pay much for my consoles. I usually trade in stuff I don't need and have credits sitting around, so... What's going on, Death? Welcome, bro. We all looking forward to that showcase in about an hour or something. We're just passing some time, asking some questions, and I'm playing some Mario Kart. But if we get enough questions, I'll just get off and we can just focus on that. Gotta have something going though. Don't want to keep you guys. Oh my god, no way! I missed that final coin. Damn it! Where did it go? Oh, did I miss it? Ah, it's right there. Damn it. Will you buy Donkey Kong Bonanza? How's it going, broski? Enjoying Mario Kart? What's going on, Skills? Yeah, we're just enjoying a little bit till we get to this Xbox showcase. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm getting Donkey Kong Bonanza. I've been waiting years for open world Donkey Kong. Man, we had one since the Nintendo 64, man. I'm like, what? Finally? Took forever for y'all to make one. We've been asking for it for like 15 years. Donkey Kong has good games, but he never gets an open world 3D game. Wait, can I get in this? Okay, I guess not. I've been doing a lot of online racing and PvP too, man. Last night, y'all, was pretty good. I got like 4 wins in a row. I was like, okay. This game online is chaotic as shit. All right. Okay, so we got a lot of people throwing up their streams. Good. I'm gonna do a video reaction off of this too. I wonder what they're gonna open the show with. Yeah, let's do this so people could get mad seeing him come in front of them. All right, 65 minutes left, y'all. How am I enjoying the new Mario Kart? Oh, I love it. It's way better than 8. It has everything. Obviously, they actually deliver. It's a really good game. Besides the stupid publishers trying to jack up the price over the developers' work. But yeah, I mean, I got a really good amount of time into this game. Probably about 20 hours, maybe more. And yeah, definitely delivers. Phenomenal game. Okay, how many people do we have up in here? Let's see. Okay, we got a full lobby. Yeah, music is really good on this game. I haven't ran into a bad soundtrack. You guys know how I am. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like, everything in this game is fucking peak. Hey, I'm not joking. There's so much content. I mean, I'm just on this little part of the world you see me doing. There's also a reverse world of this too. You could go wherever you want. Each world has its own secrets. All the characters belong in their own world too, but I'm online, so you won't see the characters that belong in their worlds. Y'all get prepared to see some of the most chaotic racing you've ever seen in your life. Even though it's freaking addicting, like, yeah, this game is chaotically fun. What's going on, Pablo? Welcome, bro. We ready for that Xbox showcase? I know I am. I seriously hope Microsoft has it to where you can't take off crossplay. That would be so funny. Oh man, I can imagine. Oh, that would be great, but I don't think they're gonna do that though, because they probably want a new community to practice a bit. Yo, what's going on, Alma? I'm a music nut. One of my favorite things about Nintendo games is they have amazing soundtracks. I agree with you. Their soundtracks are really good. I'm huge on that, man, myself, because I have a bunch of music myself. All right, y'all, ready for some chaos? It gets crazy online. I'm gonna do some racing for y'all while we wait. Keep those questions coming, though. See if I can slipstream off of him. No way, screw that. Come on! No! I want perfect dark for the Switch too. That's what I think Microsoft should do. Like, I think that they probably might do that. I'm hoping they show gameplay for Gears of War E-Day. Oh my god, please. That would be nice. I think that would steal the show. Hey, Gian, how all of the salty ponies still beefing about Wukong? I mean, I guess so. I think they just believe that Sony is not money hatting because they didn't come out and publicly announce it. And I'm like, that doesn't mean they didn't money hat. You don't have to announce a money hat. And look, guys, think about this, all right? So I was telling people about this. You know how they said, like, the one-year deal was up on, yeah, we need to get out of here or I'll be stuck in this lobby. Well, not really. But you know how they said the one-year contract was up on the 20th and then they announced it a few days later? If I was Game Science, I wouldn't publicly announce that because then you would be a part of that shady deal. I think they paid them to be quiet. And even when that 20th deal passed, why would you announce it on the 20th? You would give yourself away. So if you released it a few days later and then announced the Xbox version, it's still the same thing. You know what I mean? You just didn't say anything and you didn't publicly announce it. So that's the game that they're kind of playing where it's like Sony sees it, they know they've done it, but they didn't come out to, like these people said they didn't come out to announce it, like, but they didn't come out to defend themselves either. They're not saying anything because they're not going to. That's kind of like the best way to play the game. I don't understand why people think that Sony has to come out and announce it. They would literally embarrass themselves by doing that. So at this point, it's like, don't say anything. Game Science is just gonna blame Series S. We've already debunked that. So outside of that, that's why I was telling people, what is there really to talk about? And they're just gonna say Sony didn't officially say it, and it's like, that's the game they want to play. So it's a stupid little loophole with them, and it's like, okay, well, it's not the Series S, so, and they're saying it's not Sony. At least we proved that it's not the Series S, so it kind of weird that they don't know what else to say, but they want to say it's not Sony. I'm like, okay, well then what is it? I've been in a Metroid hype waiting for Metroid Prime 4 and have been enjoying listening to Metroid Metal. Those guys are very passionate about Metroid and their covers are top tier. Oh yeah, I can't wait for Metroid Prime 4. Big time, bro. I loved Part 1 big time on GameCube. But yeah, if somebody says some more dumb stuff about Wukong, I'm just gonna be like, okay, well then, thanks, Michael, I appreciate that. All right, let's see what we got here. We got 58 minutes, y'all. That's what I like to do. Like, I just like to give people the truth and be biased. I know I may be into something. Like, of course, I love Nintendo. I've loved Microsoft as well too. But when I speak about them, I still like to move that out of the way and be like, look, let's just be honest and move our feelings out the way, because that can get in the way of being honest sometimes. Because if we care about something a lot, we want it to do good. But when we're talking to the public and to people, we got to realize you got to be honest. So yeah, you got to move that out the way. Though that's not easy to do. We all know that. I set my hype level so high because Phil Spencer said so. Wait, I think Aaron Greenberg said that, you know, they kind of did a blowout this year, so should be a little bit more balanced. But hey, man, I think we'll be fine. So we talked about what we could specifically see. We know Starfield's going to be there. We know Gears of War Remaster's going to be there. Everwild, I don't know. State of Decay 3 seems very plausible. PlayStation 5 announcements, Nintendo Switch 2 announcements. A new IP, I don't know if they're going to show that. Maybe, maybe not. We know there's probably going to be some Game Pass drops, because think about it. I mean, why would Microsoft not do a showcase and not do any stealth drops? So I expect to be some stealth drops, some Game Pass lockup deals as well. Not lockup, but you know what I mean, having it going there. Obviously, we got Outer Worlds 2 to see. I do not expect them to show anything on Elder Scrolls 6. I think that's still far off, probably next year. But if they do, that would be surprising. But I think like the Game Awards will probably be something for that, like some little teaser or like preview of the gameplay or something. Yeah, there's a lot of games to show. Gears of War E-Day, we definitely need to see something about that. I would like to see like how they're gonna do the multiplayer. Maybe show a little snippet of the campaign. Are you gonna have a horde mode or something? Double Fine's new game will show too. Oh, the devs that made Psychonauts 2. I beat that game, by the way. It was a really good game. If you guys haven't checked out Psychonauts 2 and you like platformers, I highly recommend it. It's a really good game, and I'm pretty sure it's on Game Pass. So. Do you think they'll announce the Xbox Steam hybrid console? No, I think what Microsoft could announce is the and show off is the official Asus Steam handheld, since that's coming around the corner. Actually, I'm glad you asked that, because I think that can actually pop up. Maybe, but the other ones, no, I don't think they're going to do that yet. It's too early. Oh yeah, skills. Thanks, bro. Yeah, you know I gotta put the passion and the logic. You gotta do that. You know, I gotta put the life in that. We're not gonna be boring. Oh, yeah. It's like, no. I'm not gonna be a boring guy. Taking corporations way too serious. Game Pass users eat like a king. Yeah, they do. This year's been really good. I mean, I've beaten everything. They dropped pretty damn much. We need to go hook up on the new Gears multiplayer, AGN. Not the same level as you, but I'm decent. Man, I ain't where I was back in the 360 days when I was #1 in the world in Gears. But let me tell you, I can refresh. So we all gotta, you know, dust our shoulders off a little bit, if you know what I mean. But when it comes to ponies, oh, I'm down. Actually, I really want to have a live stream going that day, even in a beta, and be like, all ponies welcome in. Please come in. All y'all that are good at games, come in my lobby. Even if some of them get me, I'm like, okay, you know. But we'll have some fun with that. Xbox saving the industry. What's up, CC? Sir, then we got... Let me move this out the way real quick, so that I can make space. Yeah, I like the route that Microsoft is going, though. I got pissed off at them for raising up the prices. You guys know that. I made myself clear about that. That doesn't mean I will stand that all day. No, I just had to roast them, because y'all know why, man. You can't be doing all that all year. We're sitting over here making content every day, building up, and you're like doing that. I'm like, bro, what did I just do all that for? Like, the hell is wrong with you? But we get past stuff. You know, all companies piss us off. Nintendo pisses me off sometimes. Sony definitely pisses me off the most, I have to say, lately. But, I mean, if they got the games I need, that's why I have them. And I'm just gonna get those games. I don't really care about the platform as much as I do about the games for anything. Same thing with Nintendo. I wasn't excited so much for the Switch 2 hardware as I was for the games that are actually coming. I'm more about the games more than technology. That's how I've always been. I don't care about technology if the games suck. Like, you know, this generation, you got a lot of canceled games, games that are broken and unfinished, but you have all this technology. It's like, why do I care? The games are not working the way I want them to, so I don't care. And that's where Game Pass can be beneficial, because I'm like, this game sucks, but I got to try it on Game Pass. I may not want to pay for this game, so I think it's that nice option for when developers or publishers want to be on that bull crap. So I'm like, okay, well then I'm just gonna go on the subservice then, if, you know, we're gonna pull that. You hate when ponies say Xbox is dead. Only the console hit like a dying phase, but the Xbox brand can't die. Like, the reason why is because Microsoft, it became a strong publisher and they have their service all over the place. So dead means like Game Pass barely has 1 million people. Nobody's buying their games. It's selling like 100,000 copies. All publishing on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, and PC are just bankrupt. So okay, then that's what that means, but that's not the case. Forza sold 2 point something million on PlayStation, though that's a base to do it. Game Pass is on multiple consoles. Their brand is third-party publishing, so they're going to keep it alive that way. That's the smart way to do it. So the Xbox brand won't die that way. But if they try to stay as a console and Game Pass, yeah, that's not going to work. We all know that. We've accepted that a long time ago, and that's what I've been trying to tell people. It's like, bro, that method's not going to work. I mean, even as well as Sony's doing, they still go to PC because these people today don't know how to manage their budget outside of Nintendo worlds or like certain worlds. Like, why do you guys need to spend 300 million or 400 million on one game? And then you look at it, you're like, why did this cost 400 million? Doesn't make any sense. Stupid, man. So Nintendo pisses you off the most. I can understand that. I know some people, they be pissing off too. Hey man, like I said, depends on like your love for the company or what you care about. Like if they have something you care about and they're doing that, yeah, it's gonna piss you off more. I was pissed off when I saw the $80 price tag because I'm like, even though I know they're one of the very few that can get away with it. Same thing with Rockstar. Both of them are gonna get away with it. But I'm like, yeah, but you guys could just do 70 and still keep dominating. You already have the golden path. You have everything. Why do you need to jack the price up? You know what I mean? Like, nobody saw it online, but I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, you guys had the perfect path. I was so pissed off at the publishers, not the developers, because they don't do that. But when I seen that, I was like, why? You guys don't need to do it. You're winning. This is what I understand. Like, same thing with Sonic. What are you doing? Why do you need to do that? You don't have to do that. So yeah, I was sitting there for like an hour. I'm thinking like, why did they do that? They don't need to do it. Like, so then I'm like, there's gonna be some dumbasses that come and try it too. And when they do and they fail and they get layoffs, you're gonna realize you should have looked at that 80 and said no. You should have been like the Expedition developers where you're like, I'm gonna do $49.99. Oblivion remaster, I'm gonna do $49.99, or I'm gonna do $59.99. And then you sold a couple million, you're doing fine, everybody's healthy. You made the decision to do it. You don't have to follow nobody, just ignore them. I tell people that all the time. Like, you don't necessarily have to follow that route, ignore it. So, yeah, man, those guys over in France that made Expedition, awesome people. Oh, Metroid? Yeah, Metroid has definitely a very hardcore base. It's not the hugest base, but I think it's going to get huger and huger. Prime 4 is definitely going to be the highest selling Metroid of all time. Actually, I want to show you something. You know what's so funny, bro? If we go and take a look at one of my libraries too, because I'm downloading stuff so I can play for people later on. Yeah, we're going to have to go to my virtual game cards actually for that. It's right here, bro. You already know, man. I mean, if they do a next gen patch, I'll do it. One thing that I do like about the Switch is they kind of have a system where the CPU boosts games, and so does the Express, kind of like the SSD. So, that's nice that games that could never hit 30 or having serious problems lock at 30, or games that are like unlocked, they go to 60. So it kind of brute forces games, which I think is cool. All right, let's get back to this page. "47 minutes, y'all." All we need now is some PlayStation fanboys to duck out. Metroid is my second favorite series ever. And Metroid is amazing. So my wife made dinner yesterday, but it took way so long, so I beat Metroid Zero mission again in like 2 hours. Damn, you are definitely a hardcore Metroid player then. You know how to do those speedruns. Shit, man. Hey, AGN, are you going to do a video about people complaining about Nintendo raising the prices and also some that are returning the Switch 2 to the retailers? Nah, I don't really care about that type of stuff. I'd rather focus on some other stuff. That's just casual stuff. That's going to happen. Dread was amazing. Oh, absolutely. You know the game. You know they're going to hate on the Xbox. That's going to happen, man. Just like people hate on Nintendo. Everybody's always going to hate on a platform, bro. That's part of the industry. I've learned to accept that a while ago. You're always going to have somebody that, you know, is going to do that. And, you know, like they say in real life, right? If you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing it right. So, I mean, that's going to happen. A lot of people thought I was hating on PlayStation. I'm like, no, dude. I mean, I've always had them. Like, if you really don't like a company, you will not even have their product. You know what I mean? My PS5 controller is still here, you know? My PS5 is still right down there. I'm on my high-end gaming PC right now talking to y'all while my Switch 2's in the background. I have my Series X day one, though I realized I didn't need it anymore because I have my PC, and I could just go, like, right here and click on Xbox and play anything max settings with my, one of my, you know, this is a special controller. Oh, I got dust on it because I haven't moved it from that spot. Let me move this shit out the way. Nah, y'all, we can't be letting this get dusty. What's wrong with me? Yeah, y'all get ready to see the special limited edition black and gold Xbox controller. I got this last year. When I seen it, I was like, oh, I gotta get that. So I used that for my PC. I'm super excited about the future of Switch 2. Same, I know they're gonna have an amazing lineup of games. Also noticed a single frame drop in 6 hours of gameplay. Me too, I got a PS2. You got the Doom edition? Nice. AGN, read my previous posts. Those figures are of 2022. Let's hope they don't announce a Game Pass increase after the show. Eventually, Microsoft has to raise the price though, bro. It's just the way that it is. They're just gonna do it. It's still a good deal at even $25 a month. What's going on, Edgar? I haven't bought a Nintendo console since SNES. To me, that was the pinnacle of Nintendo. I was a diehard Sega fan and now an Xbox fan since OG Xbox. Now I'm going to PC all the way with Game Pass. Okay, man. Hey, man, whatever works for you, bro. You've been through all the worlds. And if you ever wanted to come in there, you can come and experience all those worlds. Because as I was telling people before, the cool thing about Nintendo's retro world, it's cheap. It's like $20 a year for basic retro if you want to do $50 for all of them. I mean, you can come right in here and just be like, okay, I could catch up, right? You got 64, you got Sega Genesis, you got Game Boy, you got Game Boy Advance. They're going to go to DS. They're going to go probably to Saturn and Dreamcast. And all of these get 60 frames per second and backwards compatibility enhancements, kind of like Microsoft system. And you can play them online with people. Not joking. So if I want to play like Final Fight or Streets of Rage on Sega Genesis, I could literally throw up an online session and play with people. I think that's cool that you have a whole online retro community to catch up with. So you could just catch up on games, you know what I mean, if you want to in the future. Though you miss those windows where your mind was used to those graphics. So you'll kind of have to train yourself for that. And I know there's some people that probably deal with that too, because it's like, oh, that game's kind of old. And there's people like, I don't care. You know what I mean? It just depends on the individual. Because we got people in retro worlds. They love their retro worlds. Hell, there's a whole community on PC that goes back right now playing older games because they're so tired of these new games just disappointing them. Doom Edition got sold out. It is locked 60 from the beginning to the end in handheld. Nintendo cooked with the Switch 2. Yeah, they did a good job with it. I want to get the Witcher 3 edition. AGN, it's the post about Xbox sales. Hold on, then. It's a different approach rather than the approach that other people are doing. Okay, y'all, we're getting close. 40 minutes. So far for me and friend playing Cyberpunk on Switch 2, I'm surprised the Dogtown areas for us was holding up better than my PlayStation 5 Slim. The different ways of playing is crazy. Yeah, that's because of NVIDIA and Cyberpunk devs, their talent. They designed it for the console from the ground up. It's not a port. They said, no, we're just going to do it from scratch. And we're going to work with NVIDIA and Nintendo to make this specifically for that console using DLSS. And it worked out fine. Obviously, I wouldn't get it because I mean, guys, Cyberpunk right here. You know what I mean? I played on maxed out settings. Yeah, I have a high-end gaming PC where I can play games on max. So to me, third-party games are like, yes, that's what my PC's for, you know? Nintendo's for first party. But I also, wait, what the hell's going on here? Did I just close that out? Oh, yeah, I had it on a different tab, that's why. Yeah, they are. NVIDIA is insane. Their upscaling is ridiculous. It's like, damn. And it's not like AMD doesn't have FSR 4 going well, but it's only on PC right now because the consoles can't run it. So they're stuck with FSR 2, or if they get lucky, they can even get 3. But even then, DLSS just smokes 2 and 3 so bad that it's not even fair. Like, it's almost like, damn, yeah, bro, y'all need to jump to 4. And consoles don't have that, so Nintendo's able to take an insane leap because they have NVIDIA with DLSS. And that CPU they have works really good in combination with the NVIDIA GPU. So yeah, they're doing some sorcery, man, with that. Xbox sales, including last gen and Series S, as of 2022, is 79 million. No, bro. That's not the sales. It's like 30-something million. I hope we see something about Forza Horizon 6. Okay, now I think that's very possible. Now, my thing is with that though, is that Playground is so busy making Fable, I don't think that they could have that like near where they need to. That's what they chose over Fable, remember that. So, and then they got that other team that works on Forza Motorsport, kind of like the series Simulation Racer. So yeah, I don't think they're working on Forza 6 heavy. I think it's in development, but I don't think we'll see that probably till the next gen Xbox. I think that'd be wise. Like, launch that in 2027 launch title, you know what I mean? Or 2028 or whatever. Because Forza still can do big damage. That's an IP they have. If you sell that to PlayStation, day one and the PC, they might be able to do 10 million this time, just because they got multiple platforms. I'm 100% buying Persona 4 Remake on Switch 2. This is the ultimate handheld RPG. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, Persona 4 is supposed to be at the Xbox showcase, so I think that's a big thing because Microsoft and Sega always kind of team up. Microsoft gives them paychecks all the time. They've always had a relationship since even original OG Xbox, when Sega helped design the original Xbox, putting all their games on there because they have a vendetta against Sony, which I don't blame them. So they tried to get revenge. I mean, just even look at the Space Marine Sega deal. Sega and Sony, you know, some history there, and it's not clean on Sony's end. Sega's fine. What's going on, Victor? Oh, you're saying the combination of last gen combined with the new gen, Michael. Oh, okay, yeah, you're talking about monthly active or potential people that are on the Xbox One still combined with people that are on the series. Yeah. I've already taken a look at that demographic with Sony's PS4 to PS5, a little bit with PS3, Nintendo Switch from DS to Nintendo Switch 2, which they need a few years till they get to that. Their base is going to be insane. And then PC's base, active base, not made up stuff people like to say. AGM, do you think Path of Exile 1 and 2 will arrive on Switch 2, as well as with Path of Exile 2 crossplay in the future? Yeah. It's probably due to the Dreamcast. I still got my Dreamcast. Hold on, guys. Y'all gonna like this. I gotta be careful with this though, because some of this stuff is sensitive. I have a whole bunch of other games, but I just want to show you guys something real quick. Because these cases are very sensitive. So, here's my Soul Calibur for Dreamcast. 1 second. My favorite game of all time, Phantasy Star Online. Yeah, this filter's annoying, but yeah, you guys see it. Plasma Sword by Capcom. I gotta put this on top. I do not want this getting cracked. A game that was classic for its days. Guys, I used to play this online back in the days. Hold on. I may have to change my camera filter. This is pissing me off. This is Quake 3 Arena. Bro, what's going on here? Hold on, y'all. We're gonna have to change some camera filters. Let me try this. Way better. All right. Do a little opening for y'all. You know. Got the disc right there and everything. I take care of my Dreamcast stuff, you know. Hold on. This is just the beginning, guys. I have all of them. Like, man, that's annoying. That shit got cracked at one time, just in case, but not that. So let me pull up some classics for y'all real quick. Over here. Street Fighter Alpha 3. I forgot what I did with the book cover. I need to go on whatchamacallit to find that. But you know, it's right there. Street Fighter Alpha 3. Yeah. Dead or Alive 2. Yeah, I found this at a GameStop used. They didn't even have the official cover. I used to go searching for this type of stuff. Let me put this over here. I do not want to crack this. You're gonna have to get out of my way, man. Show y'all some more games. I got a whole nother box, but it's not here. It's this is Virtual Fighter. I don't even have a case for this. It's kind of just stuck to the CD thing. So I gotta be careful with that. Y'all know what's going down with this. Jet Grind Radio, Dreamcast. Hey, one of my favorite games ever. Sega's making another one, by the way. I can't wait. And then we're gonna go to, you know, one of the greatest fighting games of all time. Anybody that's been around knows this is a game that we wanted a damn sequel to. It's like, Capcom, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Put that over there. And then, come on, y'all. I mean, we know how much money this is worth. I ain't selling it, though. Yeah. We got a lot. We got a lot of other games too, but I have to find them in that box. These are some of the ones I keep in my room. Oh yeah, bro, those games are worth a lot of money. I'm just not selling them. It ain't about the money. It's like, you know. Just had to show y'all something real quick. I got some more games, like I said, but I don't know where they're at. They're in my freaking thing up there, and I'm like, yeah. Y'all seeing me in the back? Yeah, I'm a tall guy. I'm 6'3", so yeah, not a short person. All right, guys, we got 30 minutes damn near till we get started. I'm stoked. I didn't find my Power Stone for y'all, but yeah, I got Power Stone too. I got Mortal Kombat, what was it, Gold? That Dreamcast version? I don't know if y'all remember that. I got that one. All the King of Fighter games. What other games do I have for Dreamcast? There were some couple other ones that I need to. Berserk. That's like $300 to $400 games. Yeah, something like that. And y'all been hearing the Mario Kart music. Yeah, I know it slaps. And there's no copyright for it, so it's like, yeah, YouTube's annoying with their copyright systems. You gotta be careful. You know what, Michael? That's the thing, bro. Even though the Dreamcast only sold 10 million consoles, it's one of my favorite consoles of all time. Why do you think I still have the games and everything? I got my memory cards, my saves, all my controllers, but I got that put up in a box somewhere. against a lot of other boxes with my 64, my Super Nintendo, and you know, all that stuff with all those games. I still got all those too, but I don't feel like looking for them because it's a lot of boxes to get past. But one day I have to do that for y'all. Definitely when my channel gets bigger so people can know. Like, I told people I've always supported all platforms. I played all the PlayStation games, all the Super Nintendo games, all the Sega games, Xbox games, PC games. The Dreamcast launch. Day games, best the theme of Mario Kart World sounds almost like the theme of Crew 2. We'll get any news about a new Xbox console from the showcase. The only Xbox console I see them revealing is the Asus theme handheld. Oh, is there something happening here? Let's refresh this, y'all. What the hell's going on? I think they're relaunching. Oh, okay. Okay, we don't need this now if they're going to be doing that. All right, we got a pre-show going, y'all. Let's go. $4K. I'm gonna repost. Okay, so we just got a background for 30 minutes. All right. Do you remember when people were mocking Reforged Gamer with Xbox better? Yeah, I think it was Frit that did that. I thought that was pretty hilarious. I don't understand why that was a big deal. I would have laughed at that too, even if I didn't like Xbox, like if I was him, because I just thought it was just funny. You know, it was just something to laugh at, not take too serious. AGN, ever played Genji Dawn of the Samurai? Or Mark Echo's classic setting up for PS2 era? Genji was like Onimusha in a lot of ways. Actually, no, bro. I never got to play that. No. Onimusha, hell yeah. I've never missed an Onimusha game. So... All right, yeah, I think we would probably prefer the Mario Kart music until we get something started then. But there's a part of the PS2 generation I did skip because of what happened in Dreamcast. I hated Sony for that. So, yeah. Now, PS1, PS3, and PS5, no. Though I thought Sony was insane for the PS3 launch price. I'm like, what are you doing? Like... Yeah, hit that like button, guys. We definitely need that to happen so we can get this up and going. Get this showcase out there. Thank you all for joining. Definitely appreciate that. We're going to be doing this a lot more. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, Wayne. Is Wayne up in here? What's up, Raziel? My man. It's been a minute. Yep, you know it, Wayne. I ain't going nowhere. We're gonna be doing this, man. We're gonna be getting big over here, bro. That's the reason I didn't buy a PS3 on launch. It went downhill after PS2. PS4 was actually not too bad, but yeah, I mean, we got too Western. What game do I think they're open with? Damn, I don't know, honestly. Maybe something like Microsoft oriented? That would be nice. You couple for that killer instinct. Oh, Dwayne, I was just talking about that, bro. That Microsoft needs to have another killer instinct ready at launch, like they did with Xbox One. Like, if they announce it for like the next console or something, that would be nice. All right, see if we got anything popping up here. I really can't stand Western games. This is why the Saturn is one of my favorite consoles ever. Switch to Saturn is worth having a Japanese RPGs. Yeah. I'm on my way to the showcase right now. Solid Tech, what's going on, bro? Haven't seen you in a while. Glad to see you up in here. I remember you. I think it might be something with Call of Duty. Oh, I forgot about that game. That's how much I don't care about it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll show a new one. And plus, it's a big year for Microsoft and Call of Duty. The reason why I say that, though I don't care about this, is because they're going to be putting it on the Switch too. So what that means for Sony is that you lose marketing share percentage. They don't like that. Microsoft doesn't care. It's just selling more on other platforms, you know. Yeah, what's going on, brother? I want to see Fable, but that teaser had me worried. They got to delay it, bro. It needs some more time to cook. I know what you mean, Dwayne. I was kind of feeling the same way. I'm like, but I trust Playground Studios because they've shown that they have talent. So I'm hoping that, yeah, they deliver with Fable, because that's another game where I'm like, man, y'all can have something very magical here. If y'all knock it out the park, they could last and do very well. I'm really hoping for it to, you know, do very well. 'Cause I liked Fable 1 and 2, but Peter Moore still didn't deliver on what he promised, but it still was amazing. Like, for its time, the stuff you could do in that game. You think they're going to open with State of Decay? I mean, that wouldn't be a bad game to open with. PS3 and 360 had this one game called Vampire Reign. Yep, I played that. Those games were good. That's what that chick on the cover with the red hair. What if Xbox announces God of War? That's funny. They're not going to do that. Now, they'll announce Gears of War and maybe do a beta for PlayStation or Nintendo and Xbox, so that, you know, we could smoke some some ponies on the battlefield. I think we could get Gears of War E-Day gameplay. That's absolutely happening. We got Everwild, as I was telling people before. Perfect Dark. PlayStation 5 announcements. Obviously, like Starfield and stuff. Nintendo Switch 2 announcements. Yeah, definitely State of Decay 3. I agree with you on that. They got to show that, because it's kind of like, where's it at? You know what I mean? Gears of War 2. No. You don't want to do that. That's too early. I don't even know if they'll do that. They'll probably just do one and then throw people in the E-Day, because I don't think you want to grab people from your new IP or your new Gears later on down the line after you've launched it, unless it like has like some like fall off or whatever. Yeah, I know, but Sony's not going to do that though, because they're just looking for the most profit. Now, Microsoft's way of getting that would be to get the Steam hybrid going. That's the only way. Final Fantasy IX remake announcement would be great. Dude, I loved Final Fantasy IX. It's one of my favorite Final Fantasies. It's supposed to be in development, by the way, so it is happening. It's not a rumor. It's real. I've seen it. So, can't wait to smoke ponies on Gears. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. And now, don't forget too, there is some Xbox players that used to be on Xbox over there, so expect some of them. Yeah, it's about time for news on Gears and Perfect Dark. Elder Scrolls 6 needs some sort of news, like at least another teaser. Yeah, I agree, Dwayne. That would be nice. And yeah, I mean, I think they're gonna do the Xbox Aces theme reveal, probably. I mean, why not? It's so close. I don't, because we're in June. We got July, August, September, October, November. I mean, we got 6 months and under. Might as well announce the Xbox Ace of Steam handheld right there and just let people know what the hell you can do on there. Shut down all these stupid rumors and then debunk stuff. Like, I still can't believe Dreamcast Slurp Guy was saying that the Xbox Ace of Steam handheld would not have Game Pass on it. I'm like, what? Remember people pushing that narrative? I was like, what are y'all talking about? Like, yours is Final Fantasy VI? Oh yeah, I remember that on Super Nintendo. Oh, you still can't get past the tutorial, so that's not ready for Gears of War Online. I remember playing it for the first time on Super Nintendo back in the days. Is Xbox third-party showcase? Pony Hunter. What's up, Chris? Xbox third-party showcase. I remember him saying that. I mean, dude, them and Sony both are third-party. Microsoft's just more. Pretty much the way it is, man. There's nothing you can do about that. I don't have anything over here yet. When Dreamcast guy ripped his shirt will forever be funny. I never saw that, honestly. I didn't know he did. Do you know how long the showcase is going to be? Yeah, it's supposed to be up to 2 hours long. I think the Outer World showcase has about 30 to 40, and the other is like an hour plus. Rub Nation. Oh, what's up, Skills? But not gonna lie, my favorite consoles are always Nintendo. Yeah, same. Do you know how long the show? Okay, no, we've seen that already. Halo might have something too. Infinite is pretty old now. It is kind of getting to that point, Dwayne. I agree with you. But I think they might want to squeeze out another year. But if they did, what, put a teaser up or something? Remember Dreamcast guy selling his PlayStation 5 to his girlfriend? Yeah, I've heard about that. No comment, man. You'd never see me do nothing like that. I'd be like, you want to get the new console with me? I'm gonna go get both. Nah, here's my old console that I used up for full price. What in the hell? Like, I mean, seeing what he does on his channel, it just doesn't surprise me. This generation was weird and lazy. Agree. I wonder what specs they'll use for next gen. I don't see the PS5 and Xbox having a 4070 or higher, but who knows? Oh, they're definitely gonna go past the 4070, bro, or somewhere around there. I believe that that's what they're gonna like, do something like that. You bought 2 Switch 2s, one for myself and one for your wife. See? Now there's a husband right there. High five, man. That's how you do it. Then he raised money to fix his teeth. I think what he did is he gave himself a cushion on top of the money that he already made off of his channel. You don't get 200-some thousand subs. Dude had money, man. It's like, I don't know, man. I can't say he probably don't be blowing it and living. Ain't nothing wrong with living, you know what I mean? But I think he had the money. He just, you know, wanted more money. But yeah, I saw that. They should announce the Series X Pro soon. Nah, they're not going to, Dwayne. Astral Chain was a good game from the people of Bayonetta. Hell yeah, bro. Astral Chain is amazing. The only game that is anywhere near relevant to Astral Chain is Nier Automata and Stellar Blade. And hey, man, you know how we are over here. Let me show you something. Hold on a second. I had that game day one. I love Platinum games. They really make a lot of good games. Let me find my Astral Chain for you. Here's right here. Yeah, that's right. It's right here. Oh, I don't know if you guys know, but you can lend games to people on the Switch. You also can share games too, kind of like how you do on PlayStation and Xbox. You just got to link up your little handhelds and you can just let people borrow games. For 2 weeks, then once it expires, just throw them another lend. Once you link, you don't have to re-link again, so it's actually pretty nice. Let's go back to some background music till we get started. Yeah, you know, over here, we speak from experience. I beat games on all platforms. I don't be lying to people. I don't do that. The Pro is a great console. There's so many people streaming this today. I think the Pro could have been a great launch if they would have launched it with the Project Amethyst launch. Not give somebody PSSR and then abandon it and then say you got another update for it later. I didn't like that they did that. Now, I think over time it will eventually perform like it should, but I thought the launch was disappointing. Automata was really good. Oh yeah, Nier Automata was amazing. Platinum Games was amazing when Kamiya was still there. Yeah, unfortunately they lost a lot of people. I was not too happy about that. Unfortunately, Platinum is in a pickle right now. Yeah, pretty much. Need Vanquish 2, by the way. How does Bayonetta 3 run on a new Switch? Good question, Dwayne. So, Dwayne, you're gonna like this. The Switch 2 backwards compatibility works for CPU automatically and for the loading time. So Bayonetta gets boosted from 30 frames to 60. No patch. Like, that's the cool thing that I wish Nintendo would have told people is that you get backwards compatibility enhancements automatically, like CPU boost and loading boost. PS5 Pro, I meant? What about PS5 Pro? I think PS5 Pro should have focused on better performance. The graphics were already good as it is. I agree with you. I think they should put a better CPU in there instead of enforcing the 2 terabyte, because I can go get that whenever I want. But I can't take out the CPU. If they would have did that, it would have been better. The price of the Pro isn't great. IMO for $100 more. Pro equivalent PCs are literally there. Bet you any money Dreamcast guy give it a 7 out of 10. Probably, yeah. Thank God, because Switch 1 ran so bad I couldn't even finish it. Dwayne, I did the same thing, bro. Yeah. Same, bro. I was so heated because I'm like, why'd y'all launch? Like, this is not... No, I don't want to be dipping below 30 like that, so I waited. Watch Xbox announce the Kinect 3. No, bro. That's suicide. Like Xbox did, they gave free upgrades from backwards compatibility games. There's a lot of free upgrades on the Switch 1. Not everything is an upgrade pack. That's what I was saying, like Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Hell, a lot of games. The Switch 2 edition is when they redesign the game up from the ground up on the Switch 2 console. And they add in like some other stuff with it. They should have explained that to people. They don't explain what they should be explaining to people. Like Xbox did, they free. Okay, we did that. So apparently Sony is also going to have a handheld, but it's not going to be a dedicated handheld with exclusives, but more of an addition to the PlayStation 6, which are PSN account to play games. Yeah, nobody is doing that anymore. Those days are over with. That's hard. Only Nintendo has that left. And they did a hybrid, you know what I mean? With their handheld community, where it's like, I can only play these games on your device in handheld mode. Only there, these exclusives. Whereas everything else, it's like, I mean, I can get it if I want, but I can do all that on my laptop and my PC at higher settings. So I don't need you. You're just a bonus addition. That's the problem with the Steam Deck, with the Asus ROG Ally, and all these others that are trying to make a handheld, is that nobody needs it though, because they already have what they need on the computer. It's not needed because you don't have any dedicated support, so people are not going to buy that unless they just want to support it. They'd rather just stick with their laptop or their desktop. Now for Sony, they actually have a worldwide brand appeal, so people will probably buy that just because it's only for the PlayStation ecosystem where they're playing it on a device until it comes to PC. But it's just the way some of that works. Which is so lame. They can't do that anymore, bro. That's hard because you got to have a whole entire first-party development team making games for your handheld while making games for your consoles. That's why Nintendo even said combined. But if they said it, it's over in the handheld world. Like, you can't do that anymore. So it's smart to make like a handheld device that is just a bonus edition. Now for Microsoft, they could possibly get that out and have people have an Xbox experience in the handheld and get PlayStation games by having Steam on it. I could see that being somewhat attractive to like an Xbox community, or for people in the PC world. They kind of want to have that experience because they're only on Xbox and they can grab that handheld and be able to play PlayStation games on there. I could see that demographic having a niche audience that could actually be bigger than the Steam Deck, just because I like to observe just everything, all angles. Everyone is hyped for the Xbox show. I didn't see that for the PlayStation because they know they weren't going to bring anything. It was just, they told you it was just third party from our partners around the world. They don't have anything to show like first party. So, I mean, I didn't expect it. All right, y'all, less than 10 minutes till we go live. Hit that like button, y'all. PlayStation giving me an Arc System Marvel fighting game. I can't be mad at that. No, Wayne, that was a huge grab. I'll agree with you. That's a huge grab. But I could play that on my PC. I can't believe they grabbed that. They got their own Marvel vs. Capcom Arc System style. Kind of like how Bandai did with Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Now they got that going. Redfall remaster. They're making a mistake with Marvel Tekken though. It should be on Switch 2 as well. Fighting games are niche. They need as many people as possible. Outside of Smash, yeah, I agree with you. They may do it. They could. I mean, because that deal has been going behind the scenes for so long, like you can't really have that ready if Nintendo says don't announce anything or put anything in the show before my console launches. And theirs was like June 5th, so, and Sony did that the day before. I think it could be possible, you know what I mean? I wouldn't count that out. True Crime New York or LA remakes. I remember that game. Do you think they'll announce any free-to-play games? Unless Microsoft has their own service game coming or some other service game gets announced, it's possible, but I don't really see them messing around with that. It's a dangerous world. It's not easy. In general, people have exclusive money having fatigue, but I don't know. Maybe it's just the spaces I'm in. I think when it comes to that, it's literally a PlayStation versus Xbox thing. And partially PC, but not PC anymore because Sony includes them now. You know what I mean? But I expect to see more money having from Sony just because they need to make up for those spaces. They're going to money hat more. Nintendo's going to money hat against them too. And they may include other platforms besides them. Who knows? PC has their own stuff, as we saw at the Summer Games Fest. So... But yeah, Persona 4 is going to be here. We know that somebody's saying Half-Life 3 in these comments. I'm laughing. Yeah, like Valve's lazy ass ever make another game. That's another problem. All that money sitting there like third-party vampires, just like Sony and all of them, and not making any games. It's like, guys, make a game. Come on, man. Just being an open third-party host. I wonder if they're ever going to bring World of Warcraft to Xbox. Maybe they might, or to other consoles. I mean, I wouldn't play it, but I think that they should probably just go ahead and get that out the way. Mouse and keyboard's been on there anyways. If Sony comes to Xbox, could they block the games on Steam? Sony can't block games on Steam, but what they could do is block Microsoft's hardware ID or whatever. Dude, those assholes region lock. You don't think? I don't think so. I don't trust them. Just saying. They'll region lock their own damn game, dude. Like, a new Batman Arkham game. There's supposed to be a new Batman game. I think they will announce Concord for Xbox $10. I had a theory about Black Myth Wukong money hiding. I think Sony also didn't want to launch on PC, but Game Science wouldn't budge on that one. Yeah, no way in hell they would do that. Valve sitting on that Counter-Strike Dota money and just Steam royalty. They're crazy for not having WoW on Xbox. I think that could be good. Freedom Fighters was a good game too. I played on PlayStation 2. And the Warriors was good. I had that. Awesome game. Yeah, Bully. I played Bully too from Rockstar. Good game. Y'all, less than 5 minutes. Are we ready? I'd love to see a new Splinter Cell game. That may be happening, Mysterious. I've heard some things about that. So, we're gonna see. Oh, Black Myth Wukong in China is like 75-80% of sales, you know what I mean? But they're supporting their own IP. I think that's good. Nations do that, you know what I mean? That's nothing new. Like the Westerners support Call of Duty and all that, and you go to Japan, it's like nobody supports that over there. So it would make sense for them to support their own mascot and IP. Like that's a big thing in China. Go all the way back to Journey to the West. That's how Dragon Ball got inspired, you know what I mean? And a lot of people don't know that. About Journey to the West when it comes to like Wukong and like the legend of him and everything. Cool stuff. Fallout announcement? I wish. Gotta get past Elder Scrolls first. Or maybe they might do that before that. Max Payne and Manhunt? They're supposed to be making a new Max Payne. That would actually be pretty dope. You want to see a new Halo and Forza? Well, we know they're gonna happen. It's just, all right, let's get prepared, y'all. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and turn on the sound for this. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. Let's go ahead and hit that refresh button. We got 136,000. Not too bad. Get some more people up in here. Almost 2 minutes left. Yeah, supposedly Remedy is working on the next Max Payne Control devs. So, as you know, the main guy, his face was Max Payne back in the days. I forgot his name. Funny dude. When will Gears E-Day come out? I think Gears E-Day is going to come out next year. It's not coming out this year. That's too much. Way too much. Alright, we're going to remove that and get a new one going here. Y'all like this one. I'll give this for y'all. Just because. Really? Okay. Let's refresh then. Bro, that's just how it is. It's annoying. All right, here we go, y'all. I caught us up at like 45 seconds. That stream just does that. Yeah, there you go. All right. 4K. 4K. All right, here we go, y'all.
I'd care that the colony is in disarray. We didn't come to Arcadia to get bogged down in pointless warfare. We came to spread freedom and liberate resources for profit. But this pesky Earth Directorate agent is mucking things up. They're not alone in doing so. And they think they can just choose how things play out. They could stop us from stealing the Protectorate's brainwashing technology, which we need to improve our market share. What if this stranger aligned with the Order and that world computer of theirs? That could be the key to closing the rifts that threaten the colonies. So, you see why this menace must be wiped from the face of existence. Or, better yet, brought to our side through the power of capitalism.
Interesting, they started off showing it.
Let's get out there and buy our way to victory!
I'm yearning and yearning for you.
Giving me my Fallout vibes, man.
My heart and revenue.
My heart and revenue.
Every last bit of my wage. Every last bit that I'm paid. Every last bit that I save is intended for you.
Okay, yeah, Outer Worlds 2 is looking good.
Although the cost may be high, one day I know you'll be mine. Someday perhaps I'll own two. For now I'll take one that's brand new. 'Cause I'm yearning and burning for you.
So they started off with the Outer Worlds, y'all.
An adventure made for capitalism by capitalism. Inflate our impressions and egos by staying tuned after the showcase.
Okay, I like what I saw. It's a good way to open.
World premiere.
Okay, world premiere.
Babe, what's wrong?
I'm sorry. I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, it would fix everything. Humanzapro.
What the hell? What in the hell am I playing? Or watching, more like? Guys, what type of drugs are these devs on? I don't know what I'm watching, but I don't know, it's kind of funny in a way.
Yeah, humans are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
Is that part 2? Oh, okay, never mind. This makes sense now that I know that. Remember this game was on Game Pass part 1. No wonder, man. I'm like, yeah, what are they smoking, and what type of shrooms are they taking?
World premiere.
Okay. Oh, Jet, my man, what's going on? He knew it. Oh shit, what is this? Good seeing you, bro. Glad you're up in here. I didn't know it's a longtime friend of mine. I've been gaming with him for like 17 years. We go all the way back to the 360 days. Rise Son of Rome 2? No, this is not Rise Son of Rome 2. I thought about it. Oh, this is different. Oh, that's right. They got a third one. I loved part 1 and part 2. I'm playing that. Did she really grow up like that? If that's what's her face from A Plague's Tale: Innocence, Requiem. Oh my god. I knew it. I knew they would reveal it here. See, y'all? That's what I said. This has to be the Xbox 360 handheld. Figured so. Figured that that's what they used that for. That makes so much sense now. 24 gigabytes of memory, Z2 Extreme 1 terabyte storage. Ooh, that's gonna be like $700,
At Xbox,
$800.
we strive to put the player first. And that's what you've seen from us over the years. We've led the industry with backward compatibility. We championed crossplay and cross-progression. We deliver Game Pass, first on console, then on PC, and with cloud gaming. So what's next? How can we give you even more freedom, more choice, more ways to play? Our next step is to unify your gaming no matter where you buy or play. So we're building an Xbox experience designed for players, not locked to a single store or tied to one device. The Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can hold in your hands, bringing together the power of Xbox and the freedom of Windows. On this Xbox, you can play games across your entire library, including all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and Battle.net to Steam, GOG, and Ubisoft Connect. And the highly anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong will be available at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year. In fact, every new game you see in today's show will be playable on the Xbox Ally.
Yeah, it's a PC. Of
We have
course.
always wanted you to have the unique experience of Xbox on any screen. That's why we're investing in Xbox Play Anywhere. Whether you're playing on console, PC, smart TV, or any Windows handheld like the new Xbox Ally, the Xbox experience roams with you. Your library, progression, friends, and achievements. There are over 1,000 Xbox Play Anywhere games on Xbox today. And every new game you see in today's show, from our partners and our studios, is Xbox Play Anywhere. And because it's Xbox, you can always have access to Game Pass with a diverse lineup of games from the biggest franchises to critically acclaimed indie hits. This is the freedom we believe players should have. Any game, anywhere. And we are giving it our all every day to make this vision real. But it all comes back to the games. From Dead to Rights on the original Xbox to Armored Core 6, our relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment has stood the test of time. We both believe in bringing amazing experiences to players around the world, and their next game does exactly that. From Rebel Wolves Studio, this is a story-rich action RPG steeped in dark fantasy
Oh, I remember
that
this
I can't
game.
wait for you to explore. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Day one on PC for me, y'all. So that's what I thought. Like I said, you're basically just getting the Asus ROG Ally experience with an Xbox theme. And you can play Game Pass and stuff on that. I don't really care about that. If I did care, it'd be the official Xbox handheld. Because y'all not going to be able to bring y'all's Xbox library. It's just only what you can do on PC there. Anything not play anywhere is going to be locked off. I don't think people are going to like that.
Monsters have always been here, watching from the shadows. And when we were at our weakest, they came out into the light.
Yeah, this game looks like it could be good.
We
I
feared
remember
for our
the
lives, but we should have feared for our souls instead.
Yeah, it's going to be around that price. You're right.
The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule. To turn us into mindless, docile cattle.
Pretty much.
Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them. But I became something else instead.
You like the Xbox handheld, Pablo? That's cool.
Their worst nightmare. A Dawnwalker.
The hell is my up the damn screen?
Trapped between the two worlds. Fighting to even the score. Fighting to understand the evil behind it all.
He is out there watching, seeping into you, growing.
This game is in early development, though. You can tell how rough it is. Looks like it's running at 30 frames. They're probably like the NBA commissioner. You talking about David Stern or whatever his name is? Okay, Series X, PlayStation 5, Steam, Cloud, Bandai. Okay. Xbox Play Anywhere. I like how they're doing that. At least they let everybody know.
World premiere.
No more exclusive. Used to have that at E3. Super Meat Boy? What you doing back here? Yeah, some Super Meat Boy. Let's go. Y'all know I love my platformers. I grew up on Nintendo. We love our platformers. Damn, they took him to the next level. Unless this is a different game. This looks like Super Meat Boy, though.
Super Meat Boy 3D!
Nice, you're getting that on Game Pass. I know what you mean, Reckon. That would be smarter than, but I don't know if they're gonna do that.
Watch your back, Yakumo.
This is Ninja Gaiden 4.
You're a wanted criminal now.
I'll kill the Dark Dragon myself. It's my mission. My duty as a Raven Ninja.
Breaking the Dark Dragon free has its consequences.
This is it.
Sayori.
Ryu, there's something I need your help with.
Come on, Hayabusa, do work. Okay, they got a new weapon, nice.
The Dark Dragon is mine.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. Ninja Gaiden 4, that's day one. PC max settings, day one, baby. That looks great. October, so they got 2 October games, nice. Bethesda presents. Could they show Blade? Or are they showing Indiana Jones or Starfield for Switch 2 or something? Because I told you, Microsoft's gonna put their games. Oh, this might be a DLC.
Good luck, Indy.
Hold on.
What are you doing, Jones? Are you crazy?
Oh no, this isn't a DLC, never mind. Unless they're announcing a DLC, because I'm like, why do this?
This is where it starts. Beneath the streets of Rome. Enter the city of Antioch.
Ooh, Antioch.
Find a secret relic. Bring it back to the Holy See. Defend the secret. They worshipped the giants.
Nephilim. Okay. Yeah, that's DLC.
World premiere.
はるか昔
この国に輪廻の獣が現れた。輪廻の獣は汚れを吐き、あらゆる生物を蝕んだ。
Oh yeah, Pokemon devs are doing a third-party game. Yeah. Nintendo doesn't care. They want to make a next-gen game for all consoles. They said they didn't care. I told people Game Freak can develop. It's just weird. I don't know, man. Like, something's off sometimes.
Seireki 4026年、人類は滅亡を待つのみ。
Yeah. They have another IP they're working on too, by the way, Game Freak, for third party.
お前こそが輪廻の獣を滅ぼす刃となる。
You're allowing them to do it on Game Pass too? I guess they're taking that paycheck then. Okay, like I told people, I don't think Nintendo cares about working with Microsoft. That's very interesting. That is very interesting.
The glittering streets of Avalon sure do shine.
Huh.
Because they sweep their filth down to us.
Get your paper in! Who's for a paper?
This looks like, yeah.
Here's to playing in the mud.
I've never seen this before. I don't know what the hell this is.
For the soft-hearted.
You will be paying me back until you fucking rust.
It ain't for the spineless.
To keep your filthy pickers off me!
And it sure as shite ain't for the decent.
That's a clean sweep for one and
There has been a crime! Justice itself has been affronted! I have been burgled!
Lord Griswick.
Their main team does, yeah. They have a lot of teams.
Do you know anyone who...
That main team is working on Generation 10 Pokemon next year. That'd be crazy.
We can't arrest and question everyone. Let's see if we can narrow the suspects down a bit.
They were,
Trust your instincts, sir.
tall.
Yes, sir.
Built rather slim, well, muscular. Mm-hmm. Was very quick, agile.
Go on.
With a mustache. No, larger.
I see.
Quite fashionable. That's the fiend who robbed me.
They got my good side this time. Breaking in is the easy part.
Your brandy, sir.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
What facial
I'd
hair?
rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk to me first, and him never. Got it?
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
Yeah, Clockwork?
There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol? Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
Round here, it's all sharp edges, empty pockets, and blood on the cobbles. Goodbye, Silas.
No, no!
I'll hurt you, you fucking meatsack! I'll leave you with a busy bed of peaches!
It does remind me of Clockwork.
You've either got
and,
a gang at your back, or a
little
knife
bit of
in it.
Bioshock.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you?
Them's in charge. They don't keep order.
they keep power.
Take this thing into the crucible and melt it.
They just want us beaten, broken, and too scared to fight back.
I don't want to kill him.
That's why it pays to be clever and well-armed. Let's go and end a few arguments. Don't get cocky. They've got a weapon far worse. Time.
What's up, Sweet Tea? Just one game.
They can rewrite history.
Dude, I know it's gonna come because it's Game Freak. Other than that, no.
They can rewrite us. But look who just found Mummy's keys. Now I can fiddle with time.
Making this game a lot of time.
Put the bullet back in the barrel. Bring the chaos to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened. We can change the world as we know it. One choice at a time. And I can even go back and change the past to change the future.
Okay.
And let me tell ya, the hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
Yeah, I wonder if this is Clockwork 2 or is it a new IP? That makes sense, and I
Now
wonder why.
let me alone and piss off!
Our creative teams are dedicated to bringing players award-winning, record-breaking, critically acclaimed games. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision, Doom, The Dark Ages from Bethesda, Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred from Blizzard, and Avowed from Xbox Game Studios. All of our teams across Xbox First Party are shipping their most played games ever, and they're also delivering more content than ever before. From original single-player experiences to vast online worlds, our teams are empowered to build the games they've always dreamed of. We want our players to have the choice and flexibility of where and how they play the games our teams make. So of course, our games will be available day one in Game Pass, and every new game we make for both Xbox consoles and PC will be Xbox Play Anywhere.
Dude,
On behalf of our
this.
creative teams, thank you. These experiences don't stop when you put down the controller. As you've seen in recent years, more and more of our characters, stories, and worlds are expanding to brand new audiences through TV and film. A Minecraft movie and the Fallout TV series broke records and brought
Yeah, those did
millions
good.
of players into the game. We have more projects in the works as gaming continues to influence film and television like never before.
Okay.
When it comes to growing new franchises, Obsidian is having a year like no other. From launching a blockbuster new game like Avowed to the upcoming release of The Outer Worlds 2
Outer
this
Worlds 2.
October. Obsidian is always delivering great games, and they
Oblivion.
have a third game launching this year. You'll get to go deeper on it in our Direct, but until then, let's take a look.
World premiere.
I told you, you can't run from me, you foul beast!
What the hell?
With new flexible legs, the yoke girth action figure can ride anything!
Going back to the 90s?
Breaking news. There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will and left to fight for their survival in the backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly evil company Ominent Practical Technologies was set to dedicate a statue of the 4 teenagers, fast food science robot Burgle, and Dr. Tully when an explosion erupted. Dr. Tully and the teenagers' current whereabouts are also unknown.
You gotta keep them separated.
Wait, is this the official launch for it now or something? Like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids grounded? Because they never officially launched the game. It's been in like... Yeah, I think we're getting an official release date now. This is a cool game. Unless they're doing like a Grounded 2 or something, I don't know. Maybe they may have took it to the next level. Because this looks like it's better than Grounded 1, man. I don't know. Oh, shit. Okay. Cool.
The predecessor, ND3500, reached. Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage.
Oh.
I have encountered an unprecedented orphan.
This new Chrono game.
Suppressed recomposition.
By the people who made Silent Hill 2. Remake. Blooper team.
Is highly unusual.
I'm interested in this game. Yeah, it's Chronos.
Exceptionally aggressive.
That new IP they're supposed to be making.
It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
They seem to act more consistently, in coordination.
Destroying the nest is now a priority.
Such is our calling. Such is our calling.
They're launching that this year? Damn. Okay, Blooper, I see you. Dead Space 5? Yeah, it has some of that in that. Bethesda, where's Blade at? You ready on Gears and Halo? Bethesda's carrying hard.
World premiere.
Be dropping a lot of content. Unlike Bungie.
Mayday! Mayday! Hold one to mission control. We're falling! Thomas, the ship's breaking apart. There's no time. Evacuate now! Thomas, come in!
Ariane.
Wherever you are, I'll find you.
Philion? Interesting they're using that name. Okay. Game Pass title? It's fine with me. That's where I would want to play it.
World premiere.
World premiere?
Welcome to England, Mr. David. I know this must be a shock, having never met your real father, but he left you this hotel in his will. It's been in your family for generations.
What the hell?
Much like the caretaker. He's a little eccentric. You'll see.
Let me welcome you to the Grand, a hotel famous across the land. Every room used to be in such high demand. Your wish I'll command here at the Grand.
Well, hello there. It looks like you're about to do some renovations. Would you like some help with that?
What the hell? That is hilarious.
So, my father was renovating the hotel when he disappeared?
Not just the hotel. He was helping the entire village. You have his power tools. You know, you could pick up where he left off. You seem like a good man, like he was.
I'm in. They don't suspect a thing.
Just make sure the locals don't get wind of what you're really up to. Because if they find out, they will witherman your ass.
You keep looking into things, and things are gonna start looking bad. Don't make the same mistake your father made. In this place, the only one you can really trust is me.
Yeah, I understand, Cap. Oh, man. There are no ghosts at the Grand. That is hilarious. I like seeing cool, unique, innovative stuff like that. Okay, Xbox Game Studios presents. Alright guys, what are they announcing for?
There are as many gods in the world as there are stars in the heavens. And when we need their help, they send us a hero. Who would have guessed the defender of my homeland would be my daughter?
She unlocked the heavenly spear.
Is this the whatchamacallit RTS? Damn. Because I know they got like Shogun and all that going on. Romance of the Three Kingdoms as well. That's very good. I'd say they did take these games to the next level. Or is it Age of Mythology? Yeah, okay, yeah. So I'm like, duh, it's Microsoft. They own Age of Mythology. Like an AI fever dream. Age of Mythology update already happened though. I see. Oh yeah, that's right, Dwayne. You like StarCraft, so you know all about RTSs. I forgot how much you like those games.
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가? 만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면 당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며 반대로 누군가는 당신의 의사결정에 영향을 주려 한다는 것을 인지할 때 자신만의 온전한 입장을 세울 수 있지 않을까? 당신의 입장은 온전한 본인의 판단인가? 그렇게 믿고 있거나 믿고 싶을 뿐. 당신은 무엇 때문에 분노하는가?
This is definitely a Korean game.
당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것인가? 누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다. 지정태!
Modang Two Hearts 2026.
World premiere.
So far, Xbox has hit 100. Yeah, theirs is better than Sony's. Again, I just tell it like it is.
E ora Olaiem lo ite fatili. Novo. Ilo? Te kemaite mana. Muite unanite waeora. Dia. Novo tu alibemo iwa lotaname. Ona otalima di efema.
Okay.
Teonami. Toma tu accalio, terali.
Wait, is this what was that one game? Planet of Lana. Is this their next game? And of Lana too. Well, yeah, because anything Microsoft is announcing is pretty much third party. The nice thing about it is if you're on Xbox consoles, you're getting that all on Game Pass or PC. If you're on PlayStation or Nintendo, you'll be paying for it. But either way, yeah, I mean, they're pretty much announcing stuff for everybody. Okay. And they admitted, unlike Sony, who tries to act like they're not third party, or people like, dude, they're both third party.
Beautiful day to relax by the old fishing hole.
Timed third party.
When it comes to fishing, Appalachia is a land aswim with opportunity. Yes, you'll find fish of all flavors in every walk of waterway, from its mightiest of rivers to its humblest of ponds. Just step up to the bank, cast your line, and when your bobber starts bobbing, reel in the rewards. What do you got on there, Jed? Worms! And how are they biting today?
See for yourself.
When the world was friendly, America was a lot more friendly.
Bagging the big fish starts with finding the right tools for the job. There are as many unique combinations of rods, reels, bobbers, and baits as there are fish in the sea. And when you've caught your fill, pop over to the local tackle shop to swap fish tails.
It has to be done right, otherwise,
Can you smell that? No matter what troubles plague the future wastelands of Appalachia, you can always find comfort in cozy little joys like this. You just gotta know where to look. Vault Life is your ticket to easy living. Design and build your own little slice of paradise. A place to show off all the bits and bobs you collect in your travels. Got a green thumb?
I try to get into this.
Peaceful vegetable garden.
I can't.
And nothing warms the heart
I prefer
like a
playing Fallout
neighborhood
regular.
cookout. Ah, community makes a wasteland a waste home. Join today, and tomorrow you'll be kicking back and sharing a meal with friends in beautiful Appalachia.
World premiere.
I think what Microsoft should do is for the next console, do a lot of timed exclusives, 3-month windows. And right now, make what you can before the next. Hold up! What? Oh shit! Oh! Yeah, we know this is everywhere, but still. The English voice actor for this guy's funny. He gets sprung. No, they're doing this. What? You know this is gonna have an audience just because.
World
Yeah,
premiere.
Jack, the game.
Nobody can hold me back, 'cause I'm invincible, and I'm unbreakable, unbeatable, I am unstoppable. Hello world, yeah, I'm invincible.
Definitely a microtransaction game. Nope. I ain't falling for it. Looks cool though. The narrator is here. Coming 2026. That's probably some free-to-play game that's going to charge you out the ass for microtransactions. I hate when games do that.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I just want to say thanks to everyone for all the love and support we've seen since we announced Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 a few months ago. These games have changed my life, but more than that, I've seen them help spread a love and appreciation for skating all over the world, and that means everything to me and the team. I can't wait for you all to experience the game. It's been rebuilt with so much care and attention to detail, with some brand new parks, new music, new skaters, and more. And you can enjoy it all with your friends with up to 8 players in multiplayer. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 officially drops July 11th, and we have a lot more surprises to come. Check out the launch trailer now.
Yeah, bro, he's old, man. And shit, man. It's been a while. He's still going. The Doom Slayer! Rip and tear! If he can't rip and tear enemies, he's rip and tearing on the rail. Yeah, right.
World premiere.
I smashed through doing the Dark Ages, did a deathless run. That was fun. Eternal's better though, but still great trilogy. What is this? Okay. Interesting. Cool art, I like it. It's time, y'all. Gears. Yeah, where it all started. Shotgun battling in the alley. Dwayne, you know what's up. High school days. A real man's game. Jet.
Look who decided to show up.
That's what I want to see. Cross-platform.
You think you can still find your way back home, Phoenix?
Cross-progression, okay.
Looks like they upgraded. Nausea, baby! Let's do this. This is gonna be awesome. Form up!
God, say something about multiplayer, man. That was kind of lazy. No beta, no.
World premiere.
Come on, man. Yeah, it is. Still looks good for a 2015 game. First game we played, hell yeah, bro. This is Persona 4. It's happening. I own this on Vita, so I know when I see Persona 4. Wait, no, wait. This looks like Xenosaga Zero. Either that or Persona 4. No, this is Persona 4. Fuck yeah, bro. This looks great. I'm so glad I waited. I almost bought that collection. 100%. Oh, they're getting on Game Pass? Nice. Okay, we're gonna do that there then. So that would be an amazing handheld experience. It just depends. Shit, man.
The Smugglers League is always there. But you won't see us. You won't hear us.
Don't tell me it's the Sea of Thieves content.
And the only way you'd ever know it is if that's what we wanted.
It's the Sea of Thieves.
As smugglers, we deal in the goods others are afraid to handle. Guns, explosives.
And don't forget the rum.
It's a life of danger like no other. So I guess my question is, can you handle that?
Persona's amazing.
On gold is one thing, but you should know that this
Start
is
off
what
with the
we're
3
really
remake.
after. The bigger the boom, the better.
Then 4 and 5.
Smugglers need to be adaptable. It's more than moving under moonlight and shadows. You should be ready to take advantage of others' misfortune. Stealing, of course, is always an option. Just do whatever it takes to get the job done. You are pirates, after all.
Welcome, my friends, to the Smugglers League. You're paying for that.
Would really like to see Rare focus on some new stuff, man. It's so much talent going to waste.
World premiere.
Hope you're not in a hurry because northbound is backed up all the way
This is ridiculous. Please, come on.
What the? It's like some Marvel game.
Dad, not even close.
Oh, he's training him. Jesus. But they are fighting like gods, so it makes sense. Or the demiurge.
I hoped you'd understand why I had to do this.
Invincible.
Accept our rule or die.
I'd like to propose a third option.
Shit looks choppy though.
I'm not your son anymore. I'm the guy who's going to throw you off this planet for good. I trusted you!
Oh man. I don't know, man.
This is over.
It's gonna be a tough sell, y'all.
Need a hand? Might want to look up.
See how you like this? It's an army.
I am ending you. I see it all now.
No. You got Invincible vibes, Invincible? Yeah. I'm not interested. When it comes to fighting games, I'm very picky. What I told y'all, it was coming. See? I mean, I beat all this on PlayStation anyways, but still, I told y'all. See, y'all asked me about that. Now y'all can be happy now, only in the Xbox world. I'm happy for y'all, seriously. Hopefully they announce Rebirth too. Coming this winter. They're gonna do 16 too.
I'm here to even the odds.
I'm telling you.
Any
See?
objections?
Know your place, little lamb. There is no one to save you now.
You will answer for what you've done!
The flames are around, and they burn as one.
Come to me, Ifrit!
Valisthea cannot endure a second claim upon her being, but she may yet be saved by you.
Enjoy that, y'all. I have a platinum on this. Damn, they did that. Very nice, Square. That's a good one. Y'all, I have the platinum on that game. Get it. It's good.
World premiere.
I beat it 2 times. On the hardest difficulty, maxed out everything. Oh, Psychonauts devs. Are they making a Psychonauts 3? Or are they doing something different? I know what you mean, dog. I agree with you in a way. Those are coming to Nintendo Switch too, and they're gonna sell very well. And now for Xbox, it's gonna be tough. I wonder if Microsoft will try to get a deal or put it on Game Pass or something. But I don't think Square's gonna want to do that day one. They're gonna try to see what sales they can get, and then down the line they'll take the paycheck. But there's some people that, like I said, probably been waiting this whole time, and they're gonna get to experience it. So. Yeah, Double Fine is talented. This isn't Psychonauts, so they're doing a new IP. Yeah, keep her. Very nice. They made a deal to get that on Game Pass.
Games like Psychonauts 2 showed how Double Fine excels at creating unique and innovative experiences, and Keeper is no exception. Looking ahead, next year marks 25 years of Xbox.
He looks like 50
It's a
pounds?
big milestone for the platform and franchises that you help build and make popular. We couldn't have done this without everyone who's been with us on this journey. As we think about bringing a new generation of players to these iconic franchises, I'm excited to share that players will get to celebrate 25 years of Xbox with a new Fable, the next Forza, Gears of War E-Day, and the return of a classic that's been with us since the beginning. Today, you've seen an incredible range of games from creators across the globe. Creators like In Exile,
yeah, Jet, that's what I'm saying.
New heights with Clockwork Revolution. Sluggerfly making Team Meat's modern classic platformer into 3D. Square Enix bringing more of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy franchise to our players. And Team Ninja returning to the beloved series they debuted on Xbox. You've also seen the next Xbox hardware release, our Xbox Ally handheld, which lets you bring your Xbox experience and your library with you anywhere. I hope you enjoyed the breadth and depth of the games, updates, and experiences that are coming to Xbox from our partners and our own creative teams. We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games than ever, thanks to all of you. We're proud of the creativity that Obsidian is delivering this year. Immediately after Showcase, our Direct begins, where you'll go inside the studio for an extended look at The Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2. Thanks for joining us today. But before we get into the Direct, we have a final world premiere. Enjoy.
Good presentation, Phil.
World premiere.
Gears E-Day? Or are they going to do an announcement for PlayStation or Switch 2?
Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you.
Because they didn't announce
Please,
Starfield.
Follow me.
For PlayStation. I think that they would have announced Starfield for
You
PlayStation.
already know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope of that mission in action.
Oh,
let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems, accepting limitations instead of redefining them. The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow, now. We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide. Our advancements are designed to elevate everyday life, reshaping the future of technology on a global scale. I'm Emma Kagan, CEO of the Guild.
Yeah, this looks like a new IP. This isn't. So his name is David?
Fear is a powerful thing.
I wanted to see Perfect Dark though, man.
David Mason.
David Mason?
Menendez.
This is Black Ops 7. Never mind. And when I saw Mason, I'm like, oh, that's Call of Duty. Forgot about that shit. Yeah, when he said Mason, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. I got it. I was like, okay. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Exactly, Jed, you know why. Yeah, why would they do that? It's like, come on, man. That was kind of a pointless Call of Duty reveal. It's like... Other than that, good showcase. Definitely stomped on Sony showcase. So after this, yeah, I mean, Microsoft's just having a better year than PlayStation software, gaming-wise, or consumer-wise. Even with the price hike.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment.
Doesn't matter.
We here at the studio have joked around that this has been the year of Obsidian, with Avowed releasing early this year and now ending the year with 2 more games. And what better way to cap this incredible year for us than by doing what our studio does best, sequels.
That's where I come in. You can get out of here, Fergus. Thank you so much. No, you're doing great. You nailed it. The sequel is the lifeblood of every great franchise.
Funny.
Think about it. The original creates the world and builds fandom, but the sequel, that's what makes it worth remembering. No sequel, no hoverboard. No sequel, no dual SMGs. No sequel, no raccoon tail. No sequel, no Zune 2. Which doesn't really exist, but I wish it had.
There was a Zune 2.
There was a Zune 2? I'm Mark, the head of sequels here at Obsidian, and I have sequelized everything. Blockbuster movies to AAA video games to my first marriage, so trust me, I know what I'm doing. Come along on this journey with me. Part 2.
Okay, Dwayne, thanks for stopping by, brother. Nice to see you. Good luck on Tekken.
Let the killing commence.
The Outer Worlds 2 is a sequel to The Outer Worlds 1. It's a continuation of the themes of robber barons in space and how people are controlled by the stories they're told by the people who have power over them. This time we're able to go a lot deeper because we have more time and money, which is a great thing, and we're able to make it a much more true Obsidian reactive RPG than we were the first time around. So we're going deeper and more complex with everything for this sequel. Deeper story, lore, RPG interactions, reactivity, all the things we've been known for as a company. It's really a complete realization of everything people want from an Obsidian game. Surprisingly, this is the first time in over 25 years that I've had the chance to do a full sequel for a world that I helped co-create.
That writing was really good.
It's really just a fantastic opportunity
to
explore
you don't
and
like
expand the universe in
right?
interesting ways, and to go even further with the themes of how people are affected by living in a dystopian corporate reality.
You can shoot your way through it, you can talk your way through it, you can sneak your way through it. And so no matter what kind of playstyle that you like, this is just an awesome franchise and an awesome game to jump into, even if it's your first one.
The first Outer Worlds was a great base to start from, as it has all the elements of a great Obsidian RPG. Interesting characters, deep worlds, important choices. In the Outer Worlds 2, not only did we want to double down on those elements, but we wanted to give players even more of it.
We've also put a lot of investment into skills and traits that impact things like combat,
I liked part 1. I thought it was like a light Fallout experience with a different art direction.
Which are the part of the world where players can use their specific skills, perks, and backgrounds to solve problems in unique ways in our new, bigger worlds.
I figured so, Jack, because I know you're very huge on how art is presented to
building
you.
out that
And if it's
RPG
ugly, you're
crunchiness
not
for
gonna
our
like the
players
game.
was at the
Some
forefront of
people are
what we
like
set out
that.
to create. We prioritize those deeper RPG options with different character builds and combos so players can express their role-playing power fantasies. We also have different equipment options for different playstyles and different companions with different abilities.
You're gonna get that when it's free on Epic Games?
In the first Outer Worlds, you start
I don't
off
know,
as the Stranger,
the Switch 2
which was
version is gonna
basically a
come.
blank slate to build on top of
I can
with
promise you
various
that.
attribute points that would begin to define your personal experience in the game. You can make any kind of character you want, but we've given you a role. That role is an Earth Directorate agent. You can think of them as kind of like space cowboys or space sky marshals. They're the good guys that go into places and kind of fix everything that's wrong. You're gonna be one of those. But we don't tell you why you joined the Earth Directorate. There could have been a lot of different reasons, right? It could have been because you're an actual lawbringer and you want to go in there and spread law throughout the galaxy. It could be that you're a roustabout and you just had nothing better to do.
Yeah, I think people really
After
just
you
wanted
pick
to see
your
the
background, one of
Xbox
the really
main show. I
important
don't know
choices
about
you
this.
have next is choosing your
We'll
traits.
watch it though, but if you guys want to start getting
While
to
we
the
had
questions,
attributes
we
in the
can.
first Outer Worlds, we've leaned into traits for the Outer
up to
Worlds
y'all, I
too, which
don't
are these
care.
big changes to your character depending on which
I'm
ones
very
you
happy
pick.
with what they showed though.
So it could
We're
be
gonna have to
something
do a
like
video.
brilliant, where you can tag extra skills
Y'all
and you
know
start
how that
getting
is.
extra skill points. And that's obviously really great
Gonna
if
be a
that's how
lot
you
of
want to
drama
build your
going
character.
on,
You can also
reacts,
go and
all
do
that.
something like Lucky, where
So I
you
gotta
get
get to
extra
that
critical
eventually.
chance, and you also get a lot of really cool options throughout the game as well. Of course, we brought back Dumb, so players love the Dumb option.
Tell me, do you believe in signs? Not quite what I meant, but I like your contempt for boundaries. I could put your adventurous spirit to good use.
You get like lots of really cool, fun conversation
fine.
options in the game, but we took that even further. And again, there's lots of elements in the game where you can be dumb and use that for something. Could be something as simple as banging on a machine to get it to work.
Okay.
After you've invested in some of your traits, your next choices are going to be choosing your skills. The skills themselves basically allow you to build on your playstyle and what your character is doing in the game. That will be everything from playing stealthily to speccing for an explosive specialty. Throughout your entire journey, your character continues to change with the different choices you make. In the Outer Worlds 1, actually had more skills than we have, so we condensed them down to really the core and essence of what we really wanted there. But we made each point that you put into a skill much more impactful. So instead of getting small percentage changes, we actually did much larger changes per point that you put into each skill. And again, all these things, because of how they're checked inside the world itself, can matter quite a bit. You know, just even having one additional skill point in something can open up a lot more options in the world itself. If anybody's played Fallout New Vegas, they'll be very familiar with like the perk system. We basically borrowed that, but went even grander. We actually have more perks than Fallout New Vegas did. But here's the cool thing, right? We check and use perks for literally everything, right? So you can do everything from, hey, I want to make a stealthy build that steals stuff and is really good at that. Okay, great. Well, you can take maybe the pickpocketing perk. So that's not available to everybody, but if you select that, now you can actually go around and steal things out of people's pockets. There's another perk called heavy-handed, right? Where say you're a melee person, what this does is now your power attacks that you use actually knock people down.
Oh man, I really like the serial killer perk. As you start killing people, they will drop hearts. And you can take those hearts, and essentially you're taking these trophies, you could say, and it's actually giving you a permanent health bonus every time you do it.
What the hell?
We have this perk called Assassin. Now, this is an early game perk that you can take, which every time you stealth attack an
I can
enemy,
understand
you're
that.
actually going to get a movement bonus for a certain amount of time.
Flaws were a system that everybody loved from the first game, but we wanted to make it more personal to the player. We wanted it to really reflect how you were playing the game and give you a bonus that you actually wanted to really engage with.
With the flaw system returning, we knew we needed to go bigger, better, and more real than ever before. So we turned to the team. I told them, No bad ideas. Give me what you got. Okay, we need more flaws. We need them to be real. I want to put them in the game, so give me something. Inspiration. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I have bad knees.
You got bad knees? They hurt when you walk a lot?
Yes.
When you walk too much, they hurt?
No cartilage.
Sounds boring. Makes you sound like a boring person, but it's in the game.
I know it.
It's a good flaw. What about you?
I like to take small things sometimes.
So you're stealing?
No, I'm taking.
When do you give them back?
I don't.
Claire. Claire, you shouldn't be stealing. What are you doing? You shouldn't be stealing, Claire.
Tiny crimes.
Tiny crimes? Do you hear the second part, though? It's a crime.
Well,
You're stealing. Claire, that's wrong. You can't steal things, okay?
But that's in the game,
it's
too.
It's an amazing flaw, and I'm putting it in the game. But you're a bad person. And are you the one that took my stapler?
you need it?
Yeah. Give it back. Please. You, what do we got? Flaw.
I like to stare at the sun.
How long did you stare at the sun?
Just lunch break.
An hour?
Oh, I only get 30. You guys get an hour?
I get an hour.
An hour.
Oh. Makes me feel energized.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3?
No. Anything else? We'll put it in the game. We'll put it in the game
Look
because
at
I
the
feel
sun
bad
too
for you.
much.
Anything else?
It'll make
One of my
the
favorite
illusion of
flaws
physical
is something
disappear, y'all.
called bad
Everything becomes
knees.
wavy, like you can stick your hand through the
Give you the
walls.
option to take this flaw that'll make it so that you move faster throughout the game. But the problem is, anytime you stand up, your knees are going to make a loud popping noise that makes it so that, well, everyone around you is going to hear you.
Okay, that's funny.
This is really interesting because what it does is when you steal something, you can actually sell it for more bits than normal. And like that sounds really great. The drawback is sometimes when you're looking at things in the world that are owned by somebody else, you'll automatically steal them. So you have to be very careful about how you use them.
One of our more wacky perks is the Sun Gazer Flaw, and it just gives everyone cataracts while playing their game. So everything becomes like light shafts and blooms and hazes, and makes the game pretty unplayable if you happen to choose that perk.
If you happen to be the type of player that habitually reloads your weapons like I do,
that's funny.
Well, you'll be offered the flaw of overprepared. Now, you'll get larger magazine sizes on all of your weapons, but if you ever fully empty your magazine, you're gonna take a debuff for a while. While we support options like being a gunslinger who wants to key into destructive weapons, or a rogue who wants to alpha strike their enemies before they know what hit them, we also allow for a lot of fun and experimental builds. You can be a mad scientist who utilizes gadgets and wacky science weapons and armors, or even a psychopath who gains permanent bonuses to health by murdering their friends.
Nothing shows the impact of these character build options better than, in my opinion, the bridge area, which has a quest you get early on in Paradise Island.
Okay.
Not only do you kind of encounter this very early, and it's a very core one to the story, but it really expresses our philosophy of allowing the player to solve problems in a bunch of ways. So you may solve it by, speech options. You may talk to them and maybe have to go do a quest for them and really kind of prove that you're a friend of the Protectorate to get by.
I may have need of your help, stranger, if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate.
You could go guns blazing and you could just take everyone out inside the POI, lower the bridge itself, and kind of get across. You could sneak in, lower the bridge, and actually sneak in under the bridge to get over to the other side.
Yeah, I don't care about Call of Duty either. Yeah, Persona 4 Remake looks good.
Bypass the bridge entirely if you found like certain gadgets, like the shield gadget that protects you from poison gas as you go across, or the double jump boots, which kind of allow you to jump across the chasm and get across that way. There's even a really kind of messed up way, right? Which is players can actually sacrifice one of their companions. Their companion who they just found is part of.
We're no different than the Breeze if we start tossing our own to the refs. I sure as law ain't gonna follow someone who can't see the wrong in it.
I must admit, I'm surprised we could come to an understanding. But I thank you for your loyalty, stranger. As promised, you shall have clearance to cross this bridge.
It's such a fun quest, but again, it really showcases that we want you to be able to solve this in whatever way you want to. When you build your character your way, we're there for you. We really want you to have the experience that you want to have out of this.
From the very beginning of our discussions about the Outer Worlds, we really knew we wanted every game to take place in a different colony. This lets us expand on all aspects of the universe. Every colony can be its own thing with its own flavor.
I liked it, but
and we
it
can
was
center
kind of
them
like
around
a
anything we want. Any
model.
ideas or setting we're interested in.
This definitely
Arcadia is
like
an isolated colony with abundant resources, and it's run by an authoritarian faction called the Protectorate. Their dictatorship is thematically based around the question of how much freedom people will give up for security and luxury.
Dr. Great,
for Protectorate subjects, unfortunately, that answer is everything.
Forza, Fable.
The Protectorate is
Well, that's
also
why they have to
incredibly wealthy
monopolize
because it was
Bethesda
founded
and
by the
Call-
inventor of the skip
Activision,
drives, which are the
otherwise-
Outer World's faster-than-light engines. But those skip drives are starting to cause rifts in space-time, which are cutting off all the other colonies on Earth from being able to trade with each other. The Order of the Ascendant is an offshoot of the Order of Scientific Inquiry from the original game, and like them are a science-based religion with the same goal of solving the universal equation, which will allow them to predict and alter the future to the benefit of all mankind. They used to be part of the Protectorate, but they split off to focus on solving the equation for the good of everyone, not as a way to simply control the masses. The player's been sent to Arcadia as an Earth Directorate agent to find out how the skip drives are causing the rifts and what can be done to stop them. Each of the factions have their own solutions to the rift problem and their own goals. The Protectorate wants to close them to protect their legacy as the inventor of the drives and their wealth. The Order wants to close them not only for the good of everyone, but also because they're complicating the math they're using to solve the universal equation. And Antes just wants to be able to open and close them at will to control all the trade routes between the colonies. In addition to expanding the themes,
you guys can't hear me? Seriously?
We're also expanding the humor, so each faction has its own flavor of absurdity. Anti's Choice is a merger between Anti-Cleo and Spacer's Choice from the original game, and there are corporate representatives in the Outer Worlds too. They've invaded Arcadia to liberate their resources for all of humanity, at a profit, of course.
One of my favorite things from Fallout New Vegas is the radio system. It was just iconic for me, and I wanted to make sure that the Outer Worlds 2 had that. So we actually built out 3 different radio stations, one for each of the major factions. You also have a ton of music. Each station might have, like, I think 20 tracks of unique music that we've made for it. It's a lot of stuff. But the really cool part about this entire thing is that we actually put a lot of reactivity into the radio.
On PC,
so
they
it will
cheat.
respond to the things that are going on around the world that you've been interacting with. So if you go into a location, let's say you solve a problem for the Protectorate folks, if you listen to the Protectorate radio station, they're going to be cheering you on as a hero.
Wonderful news, everyone. The Zeranium gas leaks at the Automech repair facility, strongly believed to be caused by Anti's Choice malefactors, have been corrected.
Some hotshot for hire just managed to fix the electrum leak in their repair facility. Now, I'm not saying we caused it in the first place, but we sure like the idea of all those broken auto mechanicals and all the excessive gasping and choking involved.
The factions and companions are great examples of how we're going deeper and more complex this time around. They're integrated into the game's storyline much more than we did on the first Outer Worlds, and like with everything else in the game, they have a lot more reactivity. There are 6 companions in the Outer Worlds too. As usual, each has their own quest lines, but this time they are also connected to a different faction and have character arcs that the player can affect.
I feel like
through their
Microsoft
choices.
should have done this
Your
part of
first
the
companion
thing
is
before it
Niles.
launched.
He's another
And the
Earth Directorate
regular
agent like
showcase.
you, and he's looking for your help to decide whether he wants to become an even better agent or to turn his back on the Earth Directorate completely. There's also a somewhat cute Automech support drone that is basically Niles' helper. Her name is Val. Marisol's part of the Order of the Ascendant, and she's an aging but still deadly assassin. That's right, she's a deadly mathematician who may or may not have some unfinished business to attend to with the player's help. There's also a cultist named Azza, who is part of a sub-faction that worships the rifts, and in her case, violence in general. You can choose to either turn her away from overt violence or
It looks
support her
better.
chaotic and dangerous
That's all I
tendencies.
wanted.
At one time, Anti's Choice had a program to graft soldiers with animal
I
parts
think
to make them
October
more
or something?
formidable. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work, and most of them are now dead. There's a combat medic who survived, however, named Inez, and she wants the player to help her fix her graft, among other things. Finally, there's Tristan. He's a protected arbiter who is judge, jury, and executioner all rolled into one heavily armored package. It is your choice to either help him judge wrongdoers Or show them what true justice looks like.
We definitely have reactivity in the game based on how you've been treating your companions. I won't reveal the end of the game, but let's say if you have not been treating them well, you will find out at the end of the game what that means.
Companions are a very, very important part of merchandising, because that's the real beauty of the sequel. We're talking merch, baby. It is the lifeblood. It is what fuels us. Do you want to see some of my ideas? Hop, hop. Check this out. Gen Alpha loves body pillows, especially ones that look like human beings for some reason, right? Who needs a significant other when you could have a knife-wielding space psycho up in your sheets, huh? What do they do with them when they get them, huh? Maybe a little napping, maybe a little snuggling, maybe a little nut.
The visuals of the first Outer Worlds depicted a frontier colony
Well,
in
Outer
space.
Worlds was the
Outer Worlds 2 is driven by an invasion of the
lower
Arcadia
team.
colony system by
Not Outer
Anti's
Worlds, I mean,
choice,
Avowed
which
was
shifts
the
the
lower
visuals
team.
to be more
This is the
reminiscent
main
of a
team
World
at
War
Obsidian.
I-like setting in space.
There's a lot of AI
that
on Avowed
evolution
too.
is seen across all
So people
aspects
can
of the
see it.
game, starting with the factions. How do you militarize everything, including extreme
What's going on,
capitalists
Asprio?
or
Welcome, and
math-based
everybody else to join.
scientists?
Welcome,
In a
guys.
World War
Glad to have you in
setting,
here.
War comes with propaganda. The Sovereign uses it to maintain control. Anti's choice uses it to help their bottom line. The Order just wants to show how it exists within the grand plan.
Okay.
We want players to feel like Arcadia is a living, breathing place scarred by a long-standing war. Fairfield, one of the first towns you encounter, was once under protectorate control, but has recently been taken over by Anti's choice. They don't just occupy the town, they rebrand it with their signature style, repainting buildings, posting guards, and adding propaganda-based holograms featuring Anti and the Moon Man. Showing the towns evolving after the invasion helps us push immersion for our players. One of our priorities in visually realizing the world of the Outer Worlds 2 was making sure everything is clear and recognizable from the player standpoint. We want to make sure each faction has a particular look and design.
Okay.
So when the player is running across these vast, different environments and landscapes, they're recognizing the motifs and visuals of who they're talking to, what they're going to be talking about, and how that progresses throughout the story. The first Outer Worlds was really about player interfacing with corporations. And while we have that in the Outer Worlds 2, we really want to express not just the corporations, but how the player interacts with other facets of the world, like government entities or religious structures. And then we elaborate on those.
With larger environments, we wanted to encourage exploration by improving player mobility across the board. Now you can run, slide, double jump, mantle, and parkour your way through all of the nooks and crannies of these worlds. It really allows the player to just explore and have fun finding really cool stuff.
Okay.
We've aimed to make everything in the Outer Worlds 2 better from top to bottom. The RPG elements for the start.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Story, our art,
Just increase
and
your
especially
publishing.
our gameplay. A good sequel is
They got to find what
true
works
to the
for them and
original.
what makes them look
That's
positive.
First and foremost,
And
right?
that's
Like, we don't
publishing.
want to add in a bunch of things as you're
And
making a
service
sequel. Right? We
content.
want to make it bigger and better in every way. That's what we were trying to do here. And I thought we did not need this consultant. We've made enough sequels. We understand how to do this. And I will say, I don't think it's been entirely successful.
I am very proud
Sure.
of the combat improvements we have made in the Outer Worlds 2, thanks to my patented combat system. You may be thinking to yourself, it can't be that good? Shush, what are you even talking about? You haven't seen it yet. Watch this. Put a helmet on, because I'm about to blow all of your minds with my COMBAT system, combat system. My name is Mark, I'm the head of sequels. Shall we begin? You're thinking, what's C for? C, capitalize the fact that the people loved the first game. We're gonna take those people, we're gonna make them buy the sequel, giving out pounds, pounds, pounds. Quick ones, ha, ha, not you, Dad.
Oh, yeah,
Here
we're gonna
we
be on
go.
Gears of War,
What comes
bro.
after C? O, optimize for player satisfaction. I am terrified of online gamers, okay? I wanna make them happy, so let's...
Probably Sweet Tea.
Okay.
Yeah, there's been some.
All right.
Like Tony Hawk and stuff like
Mobilize
that.
the players so they're ready for that sweet pre-order. Clap with me. Sweet. If you don't have rhythm, Brandon, just say it. Sweet pre-order. Everybody has a different rhythm, and it's blowing mine. And here we go. B, burglarize. What is this? It's basically just finding new ways to loot dead bodies. You know what I mean? Right, Otis? Okay, well, it's a big part of the game. A, you gotta agonize about how many people are gonna be angry that we have just put so much combat into this thing and almost no romance at all. We should look at ourselves. What is wrong with us, huh? We can't have one love story in this? How many people have been in love? Raise your hands. Raise your hand if you're in love. Okay, are you lying?
I have a wife.
Put your hand down. Toi. In French, that means two. Sequel.
I think that means 3.
Okay, you're getting ahead of yourself. Come on, Claire. We're on 2. And how do we end it? Anything is possible. And we've established that we're the best there is, and there's no sequel better than us. And if I could just say one more thing, thank you very much. I know I've kind of changed the world of video games today.
For The Outer Worlds 2, we wanted to improve gunplay in every way.
So some
we
comedy
focused on
here.
improving the feel of each weapon, the way a weapon snaps into ADS, the way recoil feels when firing, and how impactful our sound effects really sell the weapon's fantasy, to things like how unique reload animation can add a lot of character to each weapon. We've increased the variety of weapons by including new weapon types, but also through a host of fun and unique weaponry. We have things like the Bourse Blaster that fires out tumors that can explode like grenades, or can even be eaten by the player for additional health.
What the hell?
We have a weapon called Rookie's Reward that will actually level up the more you use it throughout the game.
I don't know, man. Borderlands 4, guys.
Fun fanfare where it's like shooting out confetti and it's got a fun little setup.
This year is insane in content.
We have a weapon called the pop-up gun. It fires out ad drones that will distract your enemies with corporate ads, slogans, and jingles. While your enemies are distracted, you can focus fire on them or explode these drones for additional damage. New to The Outer Worlds 2 are throwables. So you can use frag grenades to flush out enemies, smoke grenades to camouflage and escape, distraction devices to bait enemies into a stealth attack, and even science grenades that will levitate enemies, allowing you to fire upon them while they float helplessly. And of course, science weapons are back. We have returning favorites, like the Shrink Ray.
Nice.
This time it's been upgraded, so you can shrink your enemy down to the size of a sprat and run over them, exploding them into bits.
They do have the shrink gun in here too. That is
was probably my favorite one from the first game, so we brought it into the second game, but we improved it though. So instead of shrinking your enemies for a short period of time and having them re-expand, this time they stay shrunk, and we actually added in the ability to step on them and kind of squish them and kick them, because we knew that that was the player fantasy. We knew that's what everybody wanted to do. They wanted to step on the enemies, they wanted to kick them. So we made sure to double down on that stuff.
In addition to things like our returning favorites, we also have some really fun and unique new science weapons. One of them is called the Armageddon. This one's really cool because it actually shoots out these masses that are like these little arms that will stick to people or cover or all kinds of different things, and they will continue to just hit them until they get destroyed. And we have another one that's just super cool called the Spectrum Dance Saber. This is a melee weapon that actually lets you attack to a musical beat. And if you continue to do that, you'll actually get additional bonuses each hit you do. One of my personal favorite weapons is called the Big Bang. It's just a big freaking gun that uses material harvested from rifts to shoot out a giant ball of energy, vaporizing everything in its path. Now, ammo's extremely rare for this weapon, but you can use it in just the right situation to devastating effects.
Y'all know they're taking the Doom BFG
Like another great one is
aspect.
Gary. If you wear Gary, he will lash out at your opponents as you're walking through combat. So we even have science armors, and we've really kind of shown off what we thought was really great for the player from a science perspective.
We're all about letting people play the game.
Oh, it is, Ben?
There are some players who prefer to be immersed in a
I
first-person
didn't know
view,
that.
taking in all of the details. But there are others who really prefer to take the world in from a
Microsoft
third-person
might as well
perspective.
better start doing that with the
Why
next
not
gen
allow
console.
both? Well,
Let's do timed
now you can
exclusives.
swap between the two, letting you enjoy the
If
experience
Sony doesn't want to
in
play
whatever
game,
way
they
you
should
like.
just do it.
One of the things I really like about having the third-person mode is being able to see all of the fun and unique armors and armor combinations and weapons that you can equip your player with. All of the actions that you could do in first person, so you're double jumping around, you get to see your character in that way, and you get to take in the world and see things in a different light.
The Outer Worlds 2 is really the biggest game we've ever made. Bigger choices, more reactivity,
That's
more
good.
weapons, more things to find in each of the worlds the players can visit. The team has done incredible work bringing The Outer Worlds 2 to life, and we can't wait for you to play it.
Even though we've always been a multi-project studio, this is going to be the first time we've ever released 3 games in 1 year. It feels amazing to do. We're so excited for more people to be playing our games. It is truly an exciting time here at Obsidian. We're exploring worlds big and small while expanding on franchises that we've created, and we have no plans to slow down. We hope you all continue to come along with us as we do what we do best, make your worlds your way.
Dark Ages had a crossbow. It was pretty badass. I liked it. They made it more fun too because you could actually.
We're all about the best place to play,
pick up a lot of ammo.
Also the promise of Xbox. You could play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it may be hard to play it when you're staring at all these beautiful holes.
Kevo, I am not.
You can play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox. Oh yeah, now that's Microsoft. Or you can take a phone call on this Xbox, then play the Outer Worlds 2 right after. Excuse me, I'm getting a call. Hello? What am I doing? I'm playing the Outer Worlds. Hello? Yeah, this is Mark. I didn't know I had jury duty today. You could play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it takes 2 people to lug around safely. We're gonna go up to my apartment, okay? And this is an Xbox you actually wear that also plays the Outer Worlds 2.
Nice trolling.
What do you think, Claire?
This is amazing.
Are you playing?
I think so.
Fantastic. So now this is actually not an Xbox, so you cannot play the Outer Worlds 2 on it. Can't play anything on this. I guess
maybe
Bread.
Skyrim.
You ever play Bread?
They'll find a way.
Take it out of one slot, put it in the other. I don't have friends. If you pre-order the premium edition now, you'll get early access, which is like a prequel to the sequel, or is launch the sequel to the pre-order, or like, why are any of us alive at any time? It doesn't matter. Either way, my job here is done. It's time for the Grounded 2 portion of the Direct, which is sort of like the sequel to the Outer Worlds 2 portion of the Direct, which I absolutely just hit a home run with. You know, it's really nice to see my influence go on to other games. Take it away, team. And big exit.
We're so proud of Grounded. What started as a small passion project to make a quirky game where you're shrunk down to the size of an ant, trying to survive in a backyard, grew into something way bigger than we ever imagined. Over 25 million of you jumped in, explored,
I mean, if you have a PC, you just gotta wait.
crafted, and fought off giant bugs together. Y'all helped make the entire experience very special to us. The team's been cooking up a ton for Grounded 2, and we're so excited to talk about it. I had to grease some palms to steal a bit of time from the Direct to give you a deeper look. There were so many possibilities and ideas that didn't make it into the first game, so with the sequel, we have the chance to dream bigger. To achieve those dreams, we partnered with the amazing folks at Eidos Montreal. Together, we're taking Grounded from the backyard to an even larger world, the Brook Hollow Community Park.
So Eidos helped them develop this. Interesting.
When we started working on Grounded 2, we knew that we wanted to make a bigger world. Fortunately for us, Eidos Montreal became our main partner on developing Grounded 2. They have a lot of similarities to the sorts of things that are important to us at Obsidian. They tend to make very narratively strong games. They make games with really deep characters and great character progression. They make games with great gameplay.
Everyone at Eidos Montreal is thrilled and honored to be working with Obsidian Entertainment. Our 2 studios share a lot of DNA. The same things that are important to Obsidian Entertainment are important to us. Choice and consequences, player communities, and doing justice to great
Really,
IPs
Target?
and
Well,
great
why do you feel that
the
way?
fact that we're
Do you mean like the main
first partners that
showcase
they're
or
working
this
with to
right
make
here?
a sequel to their franchise feels like we're an important part of their history.
The events of Grounded 2 take place 2 years after the first game. The same 4 teenagers are returning.
So there's Max, Hoops,
Willow, and Pete.
They're a couple years older, which It means they've gone through a bit more high school, a bit more mature. It's 1992. The world's a little bit different. But we're still in that fun, nostalgic era of the early 1990s. In Grounded 2,
Great
we're
era.
moving the action out of the backyard and into the Brook Hollow Community Park. Not only is it bigger, it allows us to tell a lot more stories and expand the world of Grounded by exploring what the community of Brook Hollow has been up to and what they've been through.
The park overall is about 3 times the size of the backyard, and our initial starting area is actually the same size as the entire backyard from the first Grounded. The reason we wanted to move into a park wasn't just to create a bigger world, but was to give us the opportunity to explore the community of Brook Hollow.
Bro has that
and what
kid
secrets have they been
hairstyle.
hiding.
What we love and what we're excited about in terms of the park is the opportunity to create environments and landmarks that are mundane at normal size, but are colossal wonders when you're the size of an ant.
Remake trilogies coming to
Everything
Switch,
from
all
a
of them.
giant trash can
They've been announced
to a
that.
community picnic table or a
So it's
snack
16.
bar. All of
People
these
were worried that
areas come
Microsoft wasn't going to get it, and I
life
told
in a
them, I
brand
read
new
the
way.
documents. Now they saw what I said.
Part of the fun
coming
of
this year.
Grounded 2 is that the park was evacuated really quickly right before our teens were shrunk. And that means that the park has
I
been
see,
sort
Alma.
of turned upside down and is in a topsy-turvy state. And that leads to really fun environmental storytelling, but it also leads into the creation of amazing biomes for
Yeah, I saw
our
it, bro.
characters to explore. One of my favorite examples of this is the ice cream cart. In all of the commotion, the ice cream vendor's cart has been knocked over and its contents have spilled out into the ground. And what this means for our young adventurers is that they'll be able to explore this frozen cave.
I'm sorry to hear
of
that,
interesting
Target.
challenges and colorful Lovecraftian horror.
We have one anthill that's actually somebody decided to bury a bunch of toxic stuff in the park. And so there's all these toxic chemicals under the ground. The environment looks very cool and very spooky with all of these sort of chemical pools. And of course, nothing can live down there except for one type of insect, the cockroach. We're oftentimes reinventing environments, and in future updates, you're gonna see a ton of new stuff. You do a lot of fighting against insects of all shapes and sizes.
Oh, yeah, I didn't
We
expect
just want it
that,
to look
Target.
better. We also knew we wanted to add a new layer of strategy.
They didn't even
The
announce
changes that
anything
we've
for
made
Switch 2,
aren't
like-
limited to tuning animations.
Well, they did Tony
or
Hawk's, actually.
Adjusting attack or defense
There's still a lot
numbers
to
or
do. It
making
takes a while to
characters
port
or
something. That's why
insects
it's not
move
like,
faster or
here
slower.
comes the Switch 2
But we did all
version
that
and it's
too,
right
but
available.
there's
No, it takes
also an
months.
entire sort of
So,
rock, paper, scissors
and as far as
strategy.
gears and all that, they're going
Light
to save it up for next year.
Heavy attacks and blocking. We've also added dashing as a new way to both get out of danger quickly or jump in for a quick attack. And almost all the insects in the game will have these abilities now too. Sort of like a chess match, but one that's super frenetic, looks super cool, and is ultimately just a ton of fun. We're leaning into clear playstyles for tanky warriors, low defense, high damage rogues, effect-wielding mages, and ranged hunters. In the first Grounded, we have mutations, and there were weapons and armors that favored different playstyles. In Grounded 2, not only will there be passive mutations, but there will also be active mutations.
Okay.
And a lot of those mutations support these archetypes.
My favorite way to play pretty much any game is chasing after those game-breaking builds. And that's why I'm so excited for what we're doing with archetypes in Grounded 2. I'm all in on the rogue. Now, you can even dual-wield daggers. I've been dialing in this glass cannon build that stacks ambush, assassin, and cardiofan mutations with the wolfbane daggers and the wolf spider armor. It lets me open up combat with massive backstab damage that also inflicts venom. Then, I can use the extra stamina to reposition and try to dodge, rinse, and repeat. It's high risk, high reward, and absolute chaos in all the best way. I'm looking forward to seeing what wild combos the community comes up
No,
with.
I'm good, bro.
And
I just know what to expect. I mean, it's better than Sony showcase. Their shit was mid.
It's gonna be awesome watching.
They're both
it evolve
third-party
with player
showcases, but
feedback,
Microsoft's is
watching
definitely
us try to
better.
keep up with all of your game-breaking builds.
I mean, this is not amazing,
One of the
but
great things about Grounded
this I
is
don't
the
care
variety
about.
of players it
I
attracts.
From builders
But
to
the main
crafters and
showcase, it
everything in
wasn't too
between.
bad.
If you've ever watched me on Casually Grounded livestream, you'd know that I'm neither. I am a murderer of insects. Personally, I prefer the
are
term
you?
harvester.
He's a murderer of insects,
I love
y'all.
going out, hitting things, and bringing the materials like insect body parts back to my friends to use. This way, we keep progressing and playing together.
We're also trying to make sure that armor.
Oh, you and your wife
are
liked it,
easily
Jeff?
understood
That's
by
cool.
the player, especially when
I
they're
bet.
playing.
I've
with
played it
their
a little bit,
friends.
but I'm like, I don't think it's bad. It's just
really, really important.
I'd rather
for us
choose
to
different
deliver
options.
on
There's
all of
so much
that
content in this
bigger
world.
space
It's crazy.
and experience, because that was the only way we could truly support the feature the community has been asking for since
Hang
the
in there,
very
Target.
first
Target, what do you
Grounded
play on?
release.
I'm curious.
Mounts.
You seem like you're very mad at
Our
Microsoft.
mounts, we call them.
Don't worry, I was
buggies,
mad at
and
them
an
for the
entire
hardware
suite of
prices,
moves
but
can
outside
have
of
their own
that,
special abilities.
I think they're doing a lot better than what they used to do.
wanted the buggies to be an
They
extension
needed to
of the player
monopolize and
every
get all
way
that
possible.
going to get in this
That meant making
situation,
sure that
which
buggies had
I'm glad they
unique
did because they're
and
benefiting
valuable
me.
abilities across all the core
Saudi
pillars of
wouldn't be like they are.
So that doesn't just mean exploration and travel. That has gameplay
Because they have a lot of
implications
games
for
that I do want on Xbox, but I don't want to pay for them.
building as well.
I'd rather play them on Game
Just like
Pass.
how we wanted to expand on
It's weird. That's how I feel on the Xbox community.
We're going to make sure that every buggy
And
that
I'm
we
okay with
add
that. Like,
has its
I
own
like
personality.
that route for them. They have so
Red
much
Ant
money,
Soldier
might as
can
well.
enlist up to
Like
2
you said,
Red
it.
Ant
Fun
workers
developers and
to
shit.
follow you around and help you out. If you get into combat and you don't want to fight while you're saddled on your buggy, you can jump off and they'll fight right alongside you and provide support. The Orb Weaver buggies
I mean, I get what
are
you
a
mean,
little less
Target.
useful when it comes to general utility, like building a base or
But I ain't
harvesting,
leaving this stage
but
for a
they're
while.
awesome when it comes to combat. Sure, their defenses aren't super strong, but they're heavy hitters.
Some people, I know I
They're
will.
also super fast.
Just
and they
know
have
my
some great
destiny and my
special
fate.
abilities,
But
like a screen
I feel
that
you
allows
on that,
them to
man.
Stun lesser-powered insects, and the ability to shoot webs and entangle other creatures. So the Orb Weavers won't be your base building buggy. You should use the Red Ant Soldier for that. But they're super fun for exploration and combat. Red Ant Soldiers and Orb Weaver Spiders will be available at game preview launch. There will be others in the future, but those are the two we're starting with. The connection that our Grounded community has with us is something we want to keep forging with the sequel as we make an even bigger game than the original.
Pretty much from day one, we knew we wanted to return to game preview for Grounded 2. Sure, it comes with some trade-offs, like the game's not done and it's out to the world, but there's so much value in building it alongside the community. Buggies change how you traverse and navigate.
This is a cool
the park.
game, honestly. I think it's unique.
What we're doing with Grounded 2 is we're actually keeping zip lines held back so we can see how players engage with buggies, and then we can tweak zip lines to bring them back over time to really complement that buggy experience and make exploring the park far more fun. That kind of feedback loop helped shape the original Grounded, and we wanted to shape the design for Brook Hollow Park, archetypes, buggies, all of it. We also learned a lot from that first time around. One thing that stood out immediately, players blaze through our content, especially the story. That makes sense. Story, characters, world building, that's kind of Obsidian's thing. It's the flavor we bring to the survival genre. So this time, we're starting with a much bigger baseline.
There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized.
You are a
against their will.
Doritos
One of
gamer?
our favorite parts of the first game was
What the
watching
hell?
the community uncover clues and spin up theories. This time around, we're leaning even more into that, and we'll be keeping a close eye on what our players discover and how they interpret it. Because you never know what might inspire us as development moves forward.
We really started to hit our groove at the end of Grounded.
Target, you're funny.
We found that being open
If
about
you
what we
really
were
knew who I
planning
was, you
and then
wouldn't say
following
that.
through
But it's like, yeah,
was
sure.
key to building trust
Like,
with the community. As a
talk to
small
somebody
team, we
that
had to experiment with update pacing,
does spiritual
and
counseling and
scope.
all that
What we
outside of
found
gaming
resonated
content.
the
So
most
yeah, I'm
with all
aware
of
of
you
a lot of
were
that.
Bigger,
I mean,
beefier updates, even if it took us a little longer to land.
I wouldn't
So,
get to that too much.
That's
though,
the
man.
plan. Larger, more complete updates spaced out just enough so we can take your feedback seriously and make every drop count. You can expect in our big updates new buggies, new biomes, new building pieces, all the good stuff. And we're launching with a public roadmap so everyone knows what to be excited about in the future.
All of us at Obsidian Entertainment and IDOS Montreal are super excited about how close we are to letting all of you players get shrunk a second time and explore the all-new park on buggies in Grounded 2.
Okay.
If you're a returning Grounded player, we're really looking forward to you experiencing all the improvements. If this is your first time getting Tiny, then all I can tell you is that a world with an entirely new perspective and an entirely new feel awaits you in Brook Hollow Park. It's time to ride together and survive together.
So I kind of felt like Microsoft should have done these like a few days before these games came out. Grounded 2 should have had their deep dive, like Sony does it, and Outer Worlds 2 should have had their deep dive. And they should have just did the showcase. It's kind of a drag outside of it, so it's pretty damn long. Invincible, I think it's a rough market, man. The reason why is because Sony has that Marvel game. Fighting genre is tough. It looks cool, don't get me wrong. But I don't know, man. That's a tough market.
Can you handle that?
I don't care for it, honestly.
Let's do this.
Yeah, Gears of War, though, we're getting down on that.
I'm here to even the odds. Any objections? Here's to playing in the mud. And when we need their help, they send us a hero. Here we go. Please, follow me.
Well, hello there. It looks like you're about to do some renovations.
Yeah, it is, Ben.
Keep your filthy pickers off me! You think I care?
This is gonna be awesome.
Mayday! Mayday! Hold on to mission control, we're falling!
If you guys want to see more future content, you know, entertainment, gaming content, all that, yo, hit that sub button. I'm gonna be around for years, long time, ain't going nowhere. We do it all here.
Form up! It's game time, baby!
The thing with that though is that it's also on PC, and I'm pretty sure Sony will put that game on the Switch too. They should. I don't think they should keep that for themselves. If the sales are not doing well, I don't know. They have PC, so technically speaking, I'm not engaging with my audience. I'm only here for money and clout. Okay, dude, you are a moron. Just shut the hell up. After saying that, it just shows you don't know what you're talking about. You do not know me. I'm one of the least people to do that. I actually will speak the truth and lose subs because of that. Shut your stupid ass up. You're a moron. Just gonna have to tell you. Did you come in here misjudging me? I'm gonna put you back in your place. Shut the hell up. You don't know me. You dumb as hell. You're not finna come in here, bro, and come at me with that. I don't think so. Get the fuck out of here. I'll do that shit over here. You out your goddamn mind. Gonna get your dumb ass roasted. All right, y'all. So that wasn't too bad. Let's go to Xbox page. All right, let's see. So, yeah, let me know what you guys liked. We got Persona 4, Gears of War, they put up Smuggler's Tide, Invincible, Call of Duty Black Ops 7, Keeper, Final Fantasy 16, 7 Remake, Solo Leveling. I'm actually shocked about that. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 to 4. Yeah, they're putting up all the games. Yeah, man, it's whatever, dude. Anyways, Grounded 2, Clockwork, Beast of Reincarnation, Indiana Jones, The Blood of Dawnwalker, Super Meat Boy, Ninja Gaiden 4, Residents, A Plague Tale Legacy, High on Life 2. A lot of stuff announced. Just to look on the main page. Oh, dude, I let it go. It ain't like I know you or you went behind my back or betrayed me or something and I know you for a long time or, I mean, that type of stuff. Look, man, I've dealt with comments way worse. So I know doing this type of content, what type of ignorance I'm going to be dealing with. So at the end of the day, hey, man, it's whatever. I'm not going to go in the corner and cry or nothing over it. You know what I mean? It's all good, man. You're going to create your own religion. Dude. Screw up a little bit, man. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, that's right, Jeff. Yeah, I actually beat Plague Tale Part 1 and Plague Tale Innocence. They're actually really good games. So if you guys like those games, kind of like the Walking Dead Telltale games, that kind of evolves it and takes it to another level. So, yeah, I'll be looking out for that. I played both of those on Game Pass. Funny, believe it or not. Really good games. Kind of take you back to like a different era with Rome and shit. Target, there's nothing to forgive. It was just you saying something dumb and I let it go. I'm not holding on to anything, man. You don't see me sitting here still talking about it. Yeah, pretty much, Jeff Ben Yang. I just hope the new Plague Tale game isn't all stealth. I'm not sure. It looks like they're, well, actually, I don't know. We need to see more, because they haven't said much, to be honest with you. We need to see more Persona 4 Remake. I mean, it's Atlas. You know they're going to do really good. Atlas always, you know, does well on their game, so I don't expect, Persona 4 to be a disappointment. That's going to get close to a 90 meta. I mean, Atlas right now is literally them, Monolith Soft, Square Enix, I mean, From Software, and who else are literally the top RPG developers, like JRPG developers. They're up there. And then in the West, you know, we got, well, I don't even say West, because CD Projekt is over in the North. They're doing Cyberpunk and all that other good stuff. You just saw a tweet that Gears Reloaded is getting a beta this Friday? Let me see about that. Yeah, I'm not finding it, bro. I'm looking for it. Hold on. PlayStation fans, you can try out Gears of War Reloaded as soon as this week. Back in early May, Xbox did the unthinkable by announcing Gears of War will be coming to PlayStation 5. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to bring this over here for us to look at. Here it is. I am, don't worry. I have two different screens up, that's why, bro. Okay, so it says, back in May, Xbox did the unthinkable by announcing that Gears of War would be coming to PlayStation 5. Flash forward to today, as Gears of War Reloaded will have an open beta accessible to all platforms, including PlayStation, ahead of its August 26th release, meaning gamers on Sony's flagship consoles don't have to wait to experience one of Xbox's longtime exclusives themselves. As announced during the showcase, Gears of War Reloaded Open Beta will kick off on June 13th, Friday, and will span 2 weeks in total. Oh, shit. It'll be a cross-platform experience and is open to those who pre-ordered Reloaded, Game Pass, and Game Pass PC members, as well as those who already own Gears of War Ultimate Edition, the original remaster of the title back from 2015. So yeah, y'all. The beta starts in 5 days on Friday. That's crazy. I'm pretty stoked for that. All right, let's see what else we can find over here. They're charging $80 for Outer Worlds 2. No way! No! What are you doing? No way! What the fuck, y'all? That's not gonna work. This guy says this can work with games like Mario Kart. This is not going to work with this one. Yeah, no shit. Fucking Microsoft, bro. No, man. That's the worst game to do it with. You should have did it with Call of Duty. They're about to get fucking roasted, bro. Oh, hell yeah. Hold on, y'all. I'm reading something. First $80 game coming to Steam. Jeff, that's why I was telling you, I don't like Satya Nadella for gaming. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's not a fucking gamer. Phil Spencer's a gamer. There's people that are getting mad at me about that, but I'm like, but it's true though. He's an idiot because he's trying to sell something. This is gonna flop. Now people are gonna make fun of it. Whose fault is that? Yeah, bro, what the fuck? I can't believe this shit, man. Not this game, bro, no. Call of Duty, maybe, but not this game. Steam database. Jesus, man, why have a showcase and then do... See, this is what I mean, y'all. Just be realistic. It's kind of hard for me not to get pissed off at them. It's just like, why are you doing this? You have a... You like, for the first time, you're winning against Sony. Like, you know what I mean? And then you fucking do this dumb shit. It's like, this is what I mean, bro. Why? Like... Dumbass company, man. $79.99, yeah. Doom didn't even do it for 70. Come on, Microsoft, y'all have to be smarter than this. So they didn't learn from Doom. This is going on, yeah? Has nothing to do with that, dumbass. Canadian $100. Fuck right off. $100 for Outer Worlds 2 in Canada. Okay. Yeah, this is all bad. I'm not happy about this, man. But anyway, still was a good showcase, but fuck, man. This is not gonna go well. You guys know what I mean. PlayStation fanboys, a lot of other people. I mean, we might as well talk about this and get it out the way and take the fucking licks. Because it's just not gonna go well. Oh, whatever. Hold on, let me look for something. I want to see if I can get a price for us on the Xbox handheld. Nope, they're not showing a price. Okay, here we go. We got something right here, apparently. The next Xbox is going to be all Windows-based. This includes Steam, EGS, full library emulation, and backwards compatibility. So we got some other things to talk about here. Oh, actually, you know what? That's an older thread being updated. Never mind. We don't need to look at this. Yeah, they're gonna kill the fucking game, bro. That's what I mean. Microsoft, the thing is with them though, is they know, like, they would rather try to see what they can get with that while having Game Pass for PC and for Xbox, and then basically PlayStation players or whatever else. But even then, though, it's anti-consumer behavior is stupid, man. You're trying to build a positive relationship with people, not piss them off to increase your publishing. So, yeah, I mean, hold on a second. Yeah, there's no way to find anything on this. I'm looking. There's a deep dive for Gears and High Life 2 on Xbox YouTube. Nice. I'm looking forward to Gears. That I'm pretty stoked about. Okay, yeah, it's time for me to make some videos, y'all. I really appreciate y'all joining. Y'all are awesome for that. We're gonna be doing more of these. But we have a lot to talk about here. Get ready for that, y'all. I wanna... God damn it, man. There's 3 topics here. The $80 Outer Worlds, the Xbox Showcase being better than the PlayStation Showcase, Microsoft still having a good year, and then we're going to have some drama too outside of that. So, yeah, there we have it. Y'all have a great day. And look out for this next video, y'all. We had a lot to talk about, but we're going to start off positive, though, because it was a good showcase. Then we'll get to the $80 bullshit. Ugh. Later, y'all.